Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new project. Oh my god, what is this? Don't worry, TKAD's not going anywhere. It'll be back at some point, maybe kind of soon. Who knows? I'm not making any promises. But this is a new project. We're calling "I've Never Seen That," said the film major, because I'm Kellen. I have a bachelor's degree in film production, but have seen relatively few movies. Many of the quote-unquote classics I have not seen. But today, I have seen one of the classics, and I'm not alone here
Mm-mm.
today. I
Mm-mm.
have someone who has been on my ass about watching movies
Mm-hmm.
for years,
Mm-hmm.
probably even before I started film school.
Mm-hmm.
It's Nolan. Nolan, how you doing?
I am great, and I'm so happy that you finally watched this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Speak more to the film student not having seen any films. How does that occur?
I don't watch movies
But then why do you want to why did you go into film if you don't watch movies?
because I like making content and
Interesting.
videos. It's
Yes.
fun. I did learn throughout my 4-year degree that I'm more interested in the shitpost YouTube side of filmmaking rather
Ah,
than the professional Hollywood side.
I see. Yes.
It's far more fun to just make stupid shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And do you think maybe having a wide breadth of experience of the history of film and the format would help you make quote stupid shit?
No, probably not.
No. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
No,
Okay. Good.
no.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't lose sleep at night not having seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you should. You should lose
I'm good.
sleep at night not having seen Lord of the Rings, and that will be
I'm good.
one of the movies we make you watch, and that will
No,
be
I'm
a
vetoing that
trio podcast
because it's
episode.
funny.
No, it's not
No, I'm
funny.
not.
It is.
It's
It
so
hurts
funny.
the soul, really.
Yeah, and that's what makes it funny.
You and I have a very different sense of humor, I think.
Yeah, no, oh well.
Anyway,
Some notes on this project, this podcast, quote unquote. This is not going to be like a regular thing. It's not going to be like weekly or bi-weekly. It's just going to be kind of whenever we want to do it, whenever I feel like watching a movie. So it might take a few months. Who knows? Might take a couple years. We
you've
don't
been on
know.
a bit of a
So,
roll lately watching movies, going to the theater.
well, I found that Cineplex has really cheap tickets if you are a scene member.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been making use of that and then buying my snacks with my scene points.
Mhm.
So
And the cheap
I
theater's
like,
back in the city. That helps.
and yeah, the cheap theater is that's
Yeah,
good.
that was
So
always nice.
that's cool.
It was gone for a lot of
So
years,
yeah, it wasn't that long.
wasn't it? It was.
It was actually pretty. It actually like new owners took it over pretty quick.
Was it? Okay, I thought it was like a
Yeah.
good 6 or 7 year gap where there was
No,
cheap
because
theater.
like it was still going when I was in school.
Oh, okay. Yes,
So
my sense of time has been
totally warped.
warped since having kids.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's why you don't have kids. Come on.
Oh shoot!
Do you see kids running around my place? That's
That's
I've
why.
been.
Yes.
I don't have kids because I want to have a regular sense of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
So anyway, so yes, don't expect this regular. This is why it's in the bonus feed, kind of on like Spotify and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm classifying this as a bonus TCAD until we do like another one. But yeah, that's it. What did we watch?
So we watched the seminal sci-fi classic. I guess we can call it classic now since it's almost 3 decades old, which is
Mm-hmm.
bonkers to me because this came out when I was a kid, and it came out the year you were born, Kellen. I don't know if you knew that.
You are more than 3 decades old.
Yeah, don't remind me. It took a while for us to settle on a movie. Well, rather for me to
Took
choose
a while for you to choose a damn movie.
because Kellen gave me no input whatsoever.
That was the point.
Yes. But we finally settled on The Matrix. Kellen had never seen The Matrix or any of its sequels. He knew surprisingly little about it, actually. I asked him what he knew going into it, and you said you knew red pill, blue pill, and what was the other thing you said you knew?
Matrix dodge, bullet time.
Yeah, so
That's
you knew
about it.
some of the meme things, but you didn't really know what the movie was about, which was perfect. Because
Well,
this
I
is
had an idea.
Okay, what was your idea? Tell me.
It was that like the world isn't real.
Okay.
And we go into the Matrix and shit's all cybery.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, kind of opposite, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
We come out of the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, we finally chose a movie, and Kellen sat down and watched it. And would you like to give me your initial thoughts coming out of the movie theater? What did you think of The Matrix?
Kind of sucked.
What?
No, I'm kidding. It was
Oh,
great.
okay. Whew. Oh my goodness, I almost had to disown you there.
It's no Mr. Bean's Holiday, but it was pretty good.
Nothing can compare to Mr. Bean's Holiday.
No, that is a seminal piece of art.
It is. I mean, it is by far the most lauded, critically and commercially lauded, Rowan Atkinson non-verbal alien adjacent piece of film. It must.
I don't even
be.
know if that's true. It might be the first one.
But what about the other Mr. Bean movie?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
The first one's probably. Oh no, Rotten Tomatoes, Mr. Bean's Holiday has a higher score.
There you go. Called it.
Than
Called
Bean
it.
the movie.
Yeah, called it.
Wow. Incredible.
In that very narrow, specific category, yes, it is the GOAT.
Yeah.
But in a much broader category of sci-fi, just general sci-fi, The Matrix is GOATed. It is up there amongst
It's pretty solid.
the best, not just films, but stories in sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that the Wachowskis used as influence for The Matrix, I don't know how much reading you've done or anything about it in the 1 hour since you finished watching it.
Yeah.
One of the biggest influences for the Wachowskis for this film was a novel by William Gibson called Neuromancer. And I know Graham's brought it up, I think, on the pod a couple of times. I have not read it. It's one of those books that's on my list. If I find it at a used bookstore, I'm buying it and I am reading it. But the author of Neuromancer, William Gibson, has specifically stated that The Matrix is the definitive sort of sci-fi piece. More definitive than Blade Runner, more culturally significant than really any other sci-fi before it. And I would suggest maybe even after, but that's a discussion for maybe the end of this. But I don't know how much
Blade Runner,
how much
another movie I've never seen.
Yeah, how much experience do you have with sci-fi?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
What do you mean by you have no idea?
I can't. You asked me what I've seen in sci-fi. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, well, Star Wars doesn't count. That's space fantasy.
I've seen one Star Wars film.
I know, so that doesn't count. Name all the films you've seen. Go.
Jesus. Mr. Bean's Holiday. Spinal Tap.
No.
That's about it.
Oh,
Hot
boy.
Frosty. That was a good one.
Nope. That's probably not soft sci-fi.
I mean, the snowman comes to life, so
that sounds more magical and
I
fantastical,
don't know.
if you will. So what do you know about like sci-fi as a genre then?
It's scientific and fiction.
Okay, yeah. So
it's about what it is.
Basically, like the plot and stuff is rooted in scientific, either fact or scientific speculation. A lot of futurism stuff. Cyberpunk is currently a popular subgenre right now with Cyberpunk 2077 the game, the Blade Runner sequel, Matrix Resurrections, the fourth film in the not trilogy anymore, the quadrilogy, but that sort of subgenre of sci-fi is popular right now.
I gotta stop you for a second.
Okay.
I just went to a list of sci-fi films on Wikipedia just to like spark my brain as to what I've seen. I went to the 2010s. It's like sixth down the list, sci-fi movie, Despicable Me. I've seen that.
Oh, there you go. Some sci-fi. Perfect. Now, how does Despicable Me fit into the genre of sci-fi, I wonder?
How can we compare it to The Matrix?
I don't know. How shall we compare thee to A Summer's Day?
Not well.
Probably not. I don't think there's much in common between Despicable Me and The Matrix.
I have seen The Martian, and that is a good.
That's a great science fiction movie and film. I'm actually reading the book right now.
The Hunger Games are considered sci-fi.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, dystopian future, but science.
Yeah,
but sci-fi because they've got advanced tech and it explores themes of humanity, like humanistic themes. And that is one of the core tenets of sci-fi, where it uses the science and whatever subgenre or whatever platform they're using, it uses it to explore sort of aspects of the human condition. So sci-fi lends itself very, very strongly to conversations about ethics, philosophy, morality, things like that. And The Matrix does that impeccably. I watched it last night as well, just to refresh my memory on it. And it just blew my mind how tight the script was. Like there is not a single wasted moment. And it is paced extremely well. It's just a very, very good movie, just period. Regardless of the fact its sci-fi. Sorry, I could go on forever. So what you said you liked it. What did you like about it?
The acting was good. I like Morpheus. The
Yeah.
action is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And just the concept as a whole had me constantly being like, whenever they would say anything, I'd be like, I'd be both like, yeah, that makes sense, and also at the same time be like, that makes no fucking sense.
It's there. It's in your mind like a splinter.
Yeah, like
Right?
you say it, and on the surface, I'm like, yeah, I agree. Then you think about it a bit, and you're like,
Wait a second here.
hold on a second.
But then you think about it more, and you're like, yeah, actually, that makes perfect sense. Right?
There came a point about halfway through where I realized because they have the whole thing about like the spoon shit,
right?
And if you liken the Matrix to lucid dreaming, it makes so much more sense.
Oh, talk to me about that. What do you mean?
Because they're talking about like it's not real, so you can do whatever. You can break the rules.
Right.
And it's like, that doesn't make any sense. But then if you think about it, lucid dreaming is kind of the same thing. You can break the rules once you know that it's not real.
Right. Okay. Did that grab you as a hook? Like, did you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I felt smart.
Cool.
So
then there's another movie that you're going to want to watch and you're probably going to love.
What?
It's called Inception.
Oh,
which,
God.
Of course, another one. You'll know the memes.
Yeah.
Right?
I know that no one understands it.
Oh, it's not that hard to understand, actually. But it's also very, very good. Very, very layered. Again, it provokes a pretty deep discussion on what it means to be human. Which, again, like I said, it's what sci-fi really, really lends itself to doing. Just give me a quick, what was your favorite part of the movie before we sort of maybe get into the tracking the plot?
That's a good question.
Doing the classic TKAD of it all.
It might be just near the end when Neo realizes that, oh yeah, I can do whatever I want. I can stop these bullets. Fuck you, Mr. Smith, Agent Smith.
So he self-actualizes. Yeah.
There you go.
He breaks his bonds. He frees himself of his chains, right?
It's the moment he realizes it's a dream. He can do whatever.
Well, it's not a dream, but
you know what I mean. To compare it to lucid dreaming, which I have done one time, and it was awesome.
I've never lucid dreamed, but I've always I'm aware that I'm dreaming a lot of the times. But so I know that I'm in a dream and things are weird, but I've never been able to take control of it, take control and make conscious decisions in a dream. As far as I'm aware,
it's pretty sick. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, one of these days, we'll get there.
Science will get us there.
But add Inception to your bingo card. It's very, very good. And if you like the concept, the fact that you made that connection makes me think that you'll really, really enjoy Inception as well.
Okay, that's the one with the spinning hallway, right?
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
And another thing that connects The Matrix to Inception is the use of practical effects. I don't know if you noticed in The Matrix, it's 90% practical effects with CGI as supplementary, which is very different.
You're telling me they actually sewed Keanu Reeves' mouth shut?
Well, okay, maybe not that part specifically. But all the bullet time sequences, that was done practically. They actually filmed it. They figured out how to film it like that. They didn't just 3D scan Keanu Reeves and plop him into a digital world and spin the camera around. They filmed him in that doing it. Yeah, they used green screens, but the way they used green screens was they didn't make a digital world. They made a set, took pictures of the set, and then turned that digital so that you get the seamless blend between the physical set and then the digital that's what I'm looking for.
Set?
No, when you superimpose, the superimposition. When they go into the bullet time effects, right? So the set, the background doesn't change because it is the physical background. And that's why I think one of the reasons why it holds up, almost 30 years later, the visual effects aren't jarring. They look
fine.
Very good. Yeah.
They've aged well.
I mean, you see that with Jurassic Park too, right? Have you seen Jurassic Park recently?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
not recently.
But it still holds up. Even the visual effects in Jurassic Park are extremely solid. And that movie's even older. It's 5 years older than The Matrix.
All right.
Anything else that you want to talk about before we jump into the plot?
No, I mean we can hit them as we hit the points.
All right.
That's when they'll come to me. So we're gonna usually in TKAD I'm the plot guy because I know what I'm talking about. But in this case, I'm not the one that knows what I'm talking about. That's weird because I'm usually the one that knows what he's talking about.
Just
So
in general.
I'm gonna hand the reins over. Just in general, yes. We aren't gonna go as in depth as we do in Pokemon because we would be here for 4 hours.
Yeah, it
But
wouldn't be hard to do 4 hours on the Matrix.
no, we will try to keep it nice and tight, just like the Matrix.
hmm So the Matrix is 2 hours and 16 minutes. We'll try to keep it to be less than that.
Yes, that is the goal.
Yeah. All right, so
So
the movie begins.
yes,
Okay,
we get
so
this like weird sequence.
yeah, so we get the Warner Brothers sequence, but it's all like green and flickery, and you're like, "Ooh, something's
Ooh.
weird. This is
Something's
different.
afoot.
This is different than the Warner Brothers logo I've seen before. Wonder what that means." All right,
Oh my god.
and then it goes into basically a conversation between two people. Okay, who we haven't met yet. We don't know who they are.
No,
but
oh my god.
this thing says that there's a trace program running, so they're having what is implied to be a phone call, and somebody is tracing that phone call.
And so these numbers are showing up on the screen, and for just a few seconds on the screen, there is a 69.
Oh, you want to know a fun piece of trivia? 69
What?
is everywhere in this movie because the
Really?
Wachowskis were the product of the 90s, right? Porn dogs.
I only noticed the one.
Oh, there's a few. There's a few actually. And so their calls being traced, and the first character that we actually meet,
It's Agent Smith, isn't it?
yeah. So we see some police, and they open the door of an apartment, and we meet Trinity. Although we don't know her name yet.
Woman.
It's Trinity is the first character we meet, which is weird for an action movie of this era. This is different, right? Most of the time in an action movie, like you're meeting the men, right? The men take the reins. Well, right now, the first person you meet is Trinity. And then you meet Agent Smith outside. But again, you don't really know who this guy is. He looks kind of like, it's like an FBI dude, like a Fed, right? He rolls up
Your
in
typical
his... Yeah, he rolls up in his
CIA man.
black Crown Vic. And she, the cop tells her, "I'm sure my guys can handle one girl." And then Agent Smith is like, "Your men are already dead." And it's like,
oh my god.
Whoa, what the hell?
Because she killed them.
We're subverting tropes immediately. Wow.
Amazing.
This movie's ahead of its time.
So she gets away.
Well, not just gets away. Oh my god. Is that really all you got from this?
She goes into a phone booth and then she like woof vanishes.
Dude, the fight.
Yeah.
Immediately we're into bullet time. Oh my god. Very first fight. She rises up in the air. Okay, like
Oh yeah, she does that kick.
Kid? Yeah. And she kicks him in.
That they stole from Shrek.
No, yeah, they stole from Shrek.
Yeah, Fiona did it first.
At Kellen for that.
Yep.
But yeah, the first use of bullet time within the first 2 minutes of the movie, they're already showing their hand. Like this is it, and it just gets better from there. Anyway, Trinity manages to pretty effortlessly take out all of these cops running on walls and stuff and destroys them. But then she gets on the call, and we hear this voice on the phone, and this is a voice that we're going to become very familiar with, who tells her that a couple of agents are coming, and that scares her. And so she runs away. Rooftop chase. Okay, the agent is following. The cops are following the agent. Cops are struggling, but Trinity and the agent are running across these rooftops pretty effortlessly. And then all of a sudden, we see Trinity make a leap across the street.
Oh my god.
Into the rooftop next door, and the agent follows her. Again, effortlessly. He lands amazingly. The superhero landing's perfect. And so that's our first clue. Something's not right with this world.
Something's wrong.
This
oh
is
my
not
god.
the Earth that we know.
No.
Right?
I mean, there was a good 20 minutes of the movie where I was like, are we in the Matrix or are we in the real world? I don't know.
Basically, until you know what? We'll get there. But for the entire first act is in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you need to know. Long story short, Trinity escapes from the agent. She's obviously scared. So these guys are dangerous, right? She does this weird, crazy flight through the air, through a window, down to the bottom of the stairs, right? Convinces her to get herself to get up, and she's scared. And then, yes, she comes to a phone booth. What happens at the phone booth, Kellen? Do you remember?
She really needed a pizza.
Yeah,
so
she
called Domino's.
She had a meeting with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles later.
Got a Brooklyn pepperoni.
Her turn to bring.
And she vanishes.
What actually happened?
There's like a big truck that crashes into it, and then
Yeah.
and
Who
then
was
she's
in that
gone.
truck?
Smith, I believe.
How did
How
he
did he do it?
know? How did he get there?
Oh
We don't
my
know.
god,
We don't
that's,
know.
that's crazy. It's almost like
That's
he's not real.
maybe. I don't know, but we don't know
Wow.
anything about it yet.
Anyway, then there's Keanu Reeves. Oh boy, it's the boy. It's Keanu.
But how about that intro though? What did you think
It's
about that
good.
intro?
It's very mysterious.
Yeah. It's like they set up a lot of things in that intro. Like as far as like an intro
a lot
scene to a
going on.
movie, there's a lot happening, right?
Yeah.
They show that the world isn't as it seems. There's people that have seemingly superhuman abilities. They're searching for somebody based on the conversation between the two characters at the start, right? This will come back later. This
Mhm.
the sort of the importance of the scene. The scene also has a bunch of foreshadowing in
Yes.
it. And then yes, cut to Neo.
Yeah, and his fuck ass keyboard.
What do you mean his fuck ass keyboard?
It's one of those keyboards that's like the middle is split and they're on two separate sides, and it's weird.
It's ergonomic.
It's messed up, man.
He is
That's
a
what it is.
hacker. He is a hacker, man. If he doesn't have an ergonomic keyboard, he will get carpal tunnel.
And
And
I
so
do
he
say
cares.
this
He cares
as
about his
someone that does
wrists.
not type with the home row keys. I just go all over the place.
I mean, I'm a kind of like a hybrid home row, non-home row guy,
Yeah.
but having ergonomics, I do appreciate the importance of ergonomics. But on his computer screen, he falls asleep in front of his computer. A message shows up on his screen saying, "Wake up, Neo. The
Someone's
Matrix
talking to
has
you."
you." So somebody's
Oh
trying
my
to
God.
communicate with him. Who did you
Yeah.
think it was at first?
I mean, it was probably. I mean, I knew Morpheus, so I knew it was probably Morpheus.
Okay.
So,
It wasn't.
oh my God,
No, you were close though. It was Trinity.
was it Trinity? Okay.
It was Trinity. Trinity is trying to convince him.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
she's the one
Yeah,
in the
never mind.
Matrix. Like she's following him.
Yeah, they bring it up later.
Yeah, Morpheus tasked her with following him, and she's the one that tells him to follow the White Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first sort of like allusion we get to another piece of literature, right?
The rabbit hole. Oh my God, it comes
Yeah.
full circle.
Down the rabbit hole, right? So there's a lot of themes in this film. I don't know when you want me to start bringing up themes.
Wish when they're
Um,
relevant.
Okay, well, I mean, this is kind of relevant now. One of the themes in this movie, and kind of cyberpunk as a subgenre of sci-fi, is rebellion and conformity. Right?
Mhm.
Rebellion versus conformity. In this scene, we see that Neo is searching for Morpheus. I don't know if you picked up on the search history or like the algorithm that he's got running on his computer. Or
No.
he's searching like world headlines for word on this guy Morpheus. So he knows who Morpheus is, or he knows about Morpheus. So he has sort of begun this curiosity of something. There's something bigger out there, but
Mhm.
he doesn't know what it is, right? He has inklings, like there's something itching at him.
Yeah, something's not right.
Right. And so this is his first sort of, well, it's our first introduction that he is kind of restless. He's not like fully rebellious to the system yet, but he's restless. He knows
Mhm.
something's not quite right, but he doesn't know what it is, right? And then we get the allusion to Alice in Wonderland, where she asks him to follow the White Rabbit. And so yeah, some people come to his door, and the lady has a White Rabbit tattoo, and he's like, "Oh shit, I better follow her." And so he does, and it takes her to
There's
the club.
well, he gave the guy this disc, and it cost
Yeah,
him
yeah.
$2,000. So I guess
$2,000
in the
for a disc.
Matrix, the secondhand game market gets really out of hand.
I don't think that Neo is selling used games, Kellen.
I think it was a Saturn game.
A Saturn game.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
this
Neo,
a cool spot
as a
goes to Hollywood.
as a form of rebellion, Neo is a hacker, and he sells software on the side. We can assume probably like not for
The
the
Sims
most
and
legitimate
Yeah.
purposes.
it's pirated Sims expansions.
Yes, exactly. That guy really needed to play Live and Large.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Best expansion ever. Like, was that the first game where like expansions were a thing? It has to be.
Maybe at least mainstream.
Yeah. I can't think of one where that like before that
Yeah, I don't know.
where you'd have
I wasn't
expansion.
alive.
Oh, unless you're thinking maybe Sonic and Knuckles.
Well, that was
'Cause you could
one
plug the
expansion.
but you could plug the cartridges in for the other games, and it would
Yeah.
expand the games.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Neo follows the White Rabbit okay, to the BDSM club.
Mm.
Yeah, which is another form of this rebellion versus conformity.
They're
The club that they
freaks.
go to, yeah, they don't choose to subscribe to the mainstream, right? And so he goes to the club,
Mm-hmm.
which begins his descent down the rabbit hole. His descent in trying to gain the knowledge that he knows is there, but he knows he doesn't know, right? So he's becoming curious. And at the club, who does he meet?
Oh, it's Trinity. Oh my
It's
god.
Trinity. Do you remember anything from their exchange?
Um, something about they're watching. Someone's watching him.
Someone's watching him? Who's
Yeah,
watching him? Kellen, who?
them. They are
They are? Who's they?
the
When we
people. The
talk about
man.
the they, like the man, right? Who's the man?
I don't know what you want me to say.
The system.
Why are you
It's
quizzing me?
the system.
Your teacher is coming out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's the open-ended questions. I was trained not to give information, but to tease it out of people. But if
You know,
they
the
don't
man
know,
is
it
the
doesn't work.
system. I gave you the right answer.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yes, the man, right? And in this case, specifically, she's referring to like the agents,
Yeah.
which who we don't really know who they are yet, just that they're agents. But I mean, agents represent the system, right? You think of in our world, an agent is somebody that enforces the rules of the system that we live in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she meets him at the club and tells him that she was a lot like him at one time. She mentions her name. He knows who she is. He recognizes her name from some sort of robbery.
4chan.
Yeah,
Oh.
4chan. Some cyber theft that occurred. And an interesting little exchange happens where he was surprised that this is Trinity, and she's like, "Why are you surprised?" She's like, "I thought you were a dude." Yeah.
Check your biases at the door, Neo. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. Like
You're
they're
the
lampshading right
BDSM
now,
club.
right?
Open your mind.
They're lampshading right now, right? They're challenging not only just Neo's perception of reality, but the audiences as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
We already shown that Trinity is this badass, right? So we have no problem believing that she also was involved in some sort of cyber crimes. It's like, yeah, that makes perfect and total sense.
Yeah.
Right. She explains to Neo that she was a lot like him back in the day. Like she spent countless nights looking for something, but she didn't know what. And she thought she was looking for a person. And this person obviously being Morpheus. But she tells him that once she met Morpheus, she wasn't looking for him. She was looking for an answer. And that resonates with Neo because it doesn't matter who's giving him the information. He just wants the information. He just wants to know.
And you know, in a way, we're all looking for an answer.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any I don't know if did you relate to the scene at all, but there's a lot of sort of Christian imagery going on here, or Christian metaphor, allegory.
I did not.
No?
Illusion,
Well, I mean,
is that the word you're looking for?
Yeah, illusion, allegory, metaphor, right? You're searching for something, right? Searching for the answers, right? A lot of people when they're searching for that kind of stuff, they'll turn to religion or like a god of some sort, right? So when I was watching it last night, I really picked up on that. But in this case, obviously, we're not searching for the answers to life itself. We're searching for answers to what is this thing called the Matrix. Neo already knows about the Matrix. He knows that it exists, but he doesn't know what it is.
So then he goes to work, like every other
he wakes up in the morning,
system, cog
goes
in the
to
wheels,
work. Yeah,
he's
late. He's late for work.
Oh my
Classic
God, Mr.
rebel
Anderson.
behavior. And he gets chastised by his boss, which is no fun.
And this is where I started noticing that in the first act here, there are a lot of choices that Neo must make.
There are lots of choices.
A very
that's another
thing.
theme. That's another big theme in this movie is free will versus choice, or making the choice to take a leap of faith.
Yeah.
Right. And that's personified pretty well in this scene specifically. When Neo's being chastised by his boss calls him Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. We're gonna get used to hearing that name said in that way throughout this entire movie. Right. And that's kind of like symbolic of the way that society expects us to refer to one another, right? We're referring to each other as our legal name versus the name that we want. Which, going on a bit of a tangent, do you know anything about the Wachowskis, Callan?
I did learn, yes. I did a skim of the Wikipedia page of The
Mhm.
Matrix.
So at the end of The Matrix, it says written and directed by, what were their names then? I don't even remember.
Lawrence and Andrew.
Right, Larry and Andy.
Yeah.
Right. Since then, they both undergone a transition, and they're now known as Lana and Lily Wachowski. Right. So that's kind of a central theme of this film too, is identity.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Who you are versus who the world perceives you to be, or rather, who you are versus who you show to the world. And now the people that Neo, I don't think we've said his name yet. Neo, Mr. Anderson, Thomas Anderson, if you ever caught his first name.
I did.
The people that Neo has problems with are the ones that refer to him as Mr. Anderson or Thomas Anderson, right? It's the
Mhm.
ones that refer to him as Neo that are the ones that he aligns with, right? They allow him to express his chosen identity versus the one that society has put upon him. What are
Mhm.
your thoughts on that matter?
I mean, do what you want, man. Be you. Do your thing. As long as you're not hurting other
Absolutely.
people, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Finger snaps.
Damn straight.
So at work, Neo gets chastised from his boss. By his
Okay, now
boss
I'm
for
looking
being
at his
late.
boss. Is his
Mhm.
boss Agent Smith? Is
It
that
is
the same
not.
guy? Okay,
No,
because
but
I thought they looked similar.
they specifically chose somebody that kind of looks like him, and if you notice, speaks with a similar cadence,
Yeah.
right? So like they're saying he not only is his boss, Neo's boss, but he's also a cog of the very, very, not just a cog, but a product of the very, very same system that the agents are tasked with withholding,
Mhm.
right? So that was deliberate. Everything in this movie is deliberate. So if you pick
Yeah.
up on something, the answer is probably they put it in there on purpose.
Yeah.
That's one of the great things about this movie. So anyway, Neo's just sitting at his desk, staring at a blank screen. It's kind of zoned out, or maybe he's waiting for some green text to appear. Who knows? When he gets a FedEx delivery, a little bit of product placement there.
Oh my god.
The movie's got to make some money somehow.
They could create any world they wanted, and still FedEx exists.
Still FedEx, yes. Still
Jeez.
FedEx exists. That's because FedEx of the 90s. You've seen Castaway, right?
Nope.
Oh my goodness. FedEx of the 90s was the premier parcel delivery service, you know.
Mm.
So of course they
Okay.
chose FedEx. Who are you going to choose? UPS? USPS? Us? The USPS?
Canada Post? What the fuck is that? They're probably on
D-
strike.
DHL? Ew.
Never heard of that.
Anyway, so he's at his desk and he receives a package. What was in the package?
It's a phone.
It's a phone. What happens with the phone?
There's a strange voice on the other end telling him
Well,
to
it rings
go.
first, Kellen.
Well, that's what phones do. I thought that was inferred.
Yes, there is a voice on the other end.
I thought we weren't going beat by beat. The phone rings, so Neo picks it up, and on the other end is a person, because that's how phones work.
You're right. I'm sorry. So the phone rings. Neo picks it up, and on the other end is who?
Is
This
Morbius.
Morbius. Yes,
He says
'cause
it's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time.
And Sony releases Morbius in theaters for a third time, because it is the perfect world.
And he tells him that the agents are coming for him and he has to escape the building. Somehow Morpheus knows the layout. He guides Neo to
He
the
sees.
escape perfectly. He
God.
sees what's going on. He knows what's happening.
It's omniscient.
Right. And this is where Neo is tasked with taking his very first leap of faith. And
another choice. He makes the choice to listen.
He makes the choice to listen to Morpheus, yes. And he does escape the agents for a time. But when his life becomes in danger because Morpheus has asked him to go outside the building, and they're high up in a skyscraper, and then go to the window washing scaffolding to go down. Does Neo decides no.
Neo makes another choice, and he's like,
He
"No,
makes
fuck
another
this."
choice, and he's
I'm going with the
he's like,
agents.
I'm not doing that. He's not ready to take his leap of faith, and so he gets caught by the agents.
And then they torture him.
Yeah, so they torture him, they interrogate him. Okay, Smith tells him that he is
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. And he says, "You have a problem with authority." And
Don't we
Neo, yeah, and Neo basically confirms it by giving him the finger and asking for his phone call. Right?
Keanu.
Then what happens?
And he's like, give me my phone call. I know my rights. And they're like, you can't make a phone call when you ain't got a mouth, boy. And they fucking like morph his mouth together.
Yeah, that's a wild scene, right?
That was weird. I was not expecting that.
No, like, because right now, like, we've seen people do like feats of strength and like crazy cool martial arts, which we're familiar with in the 90s at the time. Right? You got a bunch of 80s action stars, right? You got all your martial arts films, people doing crazy things in martial arts films. That's nothing new. But then all of a sudden, we got a little bit of body horror going on. Right?
Yeah, because then they shove a cockroach in his belly button.
Yeah.
And I'm not usually someone that cringes at stuff, but that kind of got me a little bit.
Well, I mean, there's no blood, but it does like pull your belly button open, which is weird. Like I'm thinking about what that sensation must feel like.
I don't want
to. It probably isn't pleasant.
No, can't imagine.
But this is another instance of this rebellion versus conformity and authority versus
they're silencing.
I don't know, free speech, right? They're literally silencing him, right?
This movie is quite
dissent.
It's quite poignant to modern day.
Yeah, like, I mean, it holds up, not just like visually,
there's some things,
just generally speaking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they restrain him. He doesn't have autonomy in this moment. The system has taken his autonomy away from him, and they put a bug in him, like a literal bug. It starts out, yeah. They pull it out, and it's just like a piece of tech, right? But then it like morphs into this like weird scaly boy. Tentacly, cockroach looking thing, which opens up Neo's belly button and jumps on in. Right?
And then he wakes up. And
then
we're like, oh, thank God, it was a dream.
Fuck, was it a dream? Right? The second time. This is the second time he's woken. Third time. This is the third time he's woken up.
Neo takes too many naps, man.
He takes too many naps. What do you think waking up is a metaphor for, Kellen?
It's like when you go to bed and then you wake up.
Oh, I said metaphor, not literal.
That's why I used the word like.
That's a simile?
No, that's...
Try again.
Oh, shit, that is. Simile is like her ass. Damn it.
Yes.
Metaphor. It's a metaphor for drinking your pains away.
Drinking your pains away.
You wake up, you don't remember anything, you know?
This is... Yeah, I guess so. Self-medicating.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know, you tell me, teacher.
I mean, he's waking up. Like, he's literally waking up. He's beginning the process. He's woken up physically 3 times.
He's woke,
and eventually, he's going to wake up to the world around him, right? So then he gets a phone call, right?
Oh, God,
and on the other end, another phone call. Phones are pivotal in this movie. I don't know if you've noticed, but phones are important.
I'm apparently a Zoomer. I don't like phone calls.
Fair enough.
So I can't relate to this film.
They definitely need a robust telecommunications network.
Yeah.
In order for this film to exist. So depending on where you live, if your telecommunications network is ass, you probably don't live in a simulation.
Viacom.
Just gonna put that out there. But anyway, Morpheus contacts him directly and asks him if he'd like to meet. Of course.
Oh my God! Finally.
Says yes. Yeah.
He's gonna go meet a boy. Yay.
Yeah. Okay, so Morpheus contacts him at home directly. And not only asks him to come meet, but tells Neo that he is the one.
Oh.
And in any context, when you call somebody the one, like that's probably a big deal. Right?
Yeah. It's another reason that he goes to meet a boy, because he's the one.
Yeah, exactly. He's the one. He's the one for him.
Yeah.
It doesn't work otherwise.
I can't wait for the sequels when we see Neo and Morpheus's true bromance.
Oh, yeah. It just gets
hang out.
It gets hot and steamy.
Drink some beers.
Yeah. Not only is Neo the one for Morpheus, he is the one for other people
the world.
Too. Like Ash.
Yeah.
In Pokemon 2000.
The world turned to Neo.
Yeah, exactly. Because there are prophecies. It's a prophecy.
It's all prophecy. It's all prophecy.
Prophecies, man. We need more prophecies in our lives, I think.
I felt like we had plenty.
Did we?
Yeah.
I mean, most of our prophecies haven't ended well.
No.
That's
probably why we don't need more.
Yeah. Maybe real humans don't respond well to prophecies.
No, we don't like being told what to do. It's almost like that's part of the
What?
movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
And that's the fate, determinism versus freedom debate that's in this movie. Oh my god.
As Rush said, free will.
Free will. Yeah, that is what they said. Yes, that is it. That is it. That's all.
They said the word free will many times.
The most poignant, most poignant line from that song?
Free will.
No. If you
I don't know, I
choose
haven't
not
heard it
to
in a while.
decide, you still have made a choice.
Yes. Like
Oh my
Neo made many
God.
choices. Oh my god.
So many choices all the way down. It's just
It's all
choices.
choices. It's all
It's all
choices.
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 But
It's all
is
choices.
it? But is it?
It's all
If-
fate.
If the universe is deterministic, do you really have a choice? Anyway,
You tell
Neo
me.
goes to meet Morpheus.
Yeah. He gets in a car and they
And-
tell him to take off his shirt. So I think
Yeah.
I think Neo got into the bang bus by accident.
Where's that $200, please? He's like, nah, fuck this. I'm out. This is too weird for me. Because another lady who's badass points a gun at him, and they're like, we don't have time for your questions. We gotta get you to where you need to be. And he's like, nah, I'm good. And then Trinity's like, whoa.
Please.
That road leads you nowhere. If you want to find out what's going on, like, you need to come with us right now. And so he acquiesces to their request.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
he takes off his
extract the
shirt,
bug. And it's
and they
creepy.
extract that weird ass bug out of his stomach.
So it was real.
It
Oh my
was
God.
real. It wasn't a dream. Craziness.
My mind is blown all over again.
And then we go to the hotel. Oh my God, this hotel is so important to this film.
5 stars, baby.
5-star hotel.
Where's the
maybe
continental breakfast?
50 years ago. It is dilapidated.
You call it dilapidated. I call it charm.
I mean, yeah, it is charming. It
It's
really
olden,
is.
olden time charm.
Like when it was functioning, I'm sure it was a great place to go
Sure.
and stay the night. Did you notice that this hotel is used a lot in this film?
I did. Yes.
Okay, good.
It's like their home base in the Matrix.
It is. It's like their main port, I guess
Yeah.
you could call it. Like when they
Their fast
when
travel.
they hack
point.
when they hack into the Matrix, this is kind of where they spawn. I guess
They
is
put down
the
the
way you could
travel
put it.
medallion there.
Yeah, exactly. This is kind of their spawn point because this hotel features a lot in this
Yeah.
film.
And it's where we meet
and swear
Morpheus. I keep wanting to call him Morbius.
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 The
Jared
that
Leto
weird-ass
comes out.
vampire dude. Jared Leto shows up,
It's
even though
Mormon
nobody
time.
asked for him.
Yeah. Why does Hollywood keep casting Jared Leto, man?
He's good, dude. He was so good in Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, but like, has he been good in
He really
anything
was.
else?
He's good in a lot of stuff, but not as a leading guy. He's just not a leading man. He's a character actor
Unfortunate.
with not a ton of range. Actually, that's not true. He does have a lot of range because he was in Requiem for a Dream, and he was really good in that. Apparently, he was really, really good in Dallas Buyers Club. I haven't seen it yet. He does have range, but like he's just such a weird dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like his shenanigans on what's that? Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
right?
Anyway, Lawrence Fishburne's way better, way cooler.
He is. Lawrence Fishburne is by far more badass than Jared Leto is. But anyway, we go and we meet Morpheus. Finally, we are 26 minutes into the movie and we meet Morpheus. Lawrence Fishburne in all of his glory. Oh my God.
Oh, except the eyes. You can't see those.
Except for his eyes. Yeah, because he's got these sweet ass sunglasses on.
How do those stay on? What the fuck? Does he have magnets in his nose?
I have no idea how they stay on, but they do, and they are cool.
Crazy.
For those of you that don't know or don't remember, they don't have arms.
No.
They don't attach to his ears. They just sit on his nose, and they're super crazy reflective, and they're just the coolest sunglasses ever. And this guy has presence. Oh my God.
Drugs, baby.
Well, no, not that kind of presence.
Oh.
Scene presence.
And gifts. Yes.
Yes, he's gifts and presents. And I'm assuming that this is the start of where you got all kind of mind fucky.
Partially. I have seen the red pill, blue pill scene before. So like I knew what was happening. But yeah, things get weird.
Things do get weird, right? Morpheus explains to Neo who he is, right? Who Morpheus himself is, and explains kind of what the Matrix is, but there's no way to know what the Matrix is without actually
everywhere.
seeing it.
It's all around
It's
us.
Shades of Star Wars, right?
Sure.
The Force. I mean, you wouldn't know,
No.
having not really having seen much of Star Wars. But when I was watching it again last night, like it was a lot of shades of Star Wars. Like the Matrix it's all around us. It's everything that we breathe. It's everything that we feel. It's everything that we eat, right? Like the Matrix is our experience, right?
Mhm.
In Star Wars, it's a little bit different because like the Force interacts with things, whereas the Matrix just is. It is the essence of everything, right? That would be like trying to explain to somebody here what is
Life.
God, I don't even know. Life, yeah, or like space time.
Mhm.
I guess that might be the closest.
The
equivalent.
ever expanding universe, because that still fucks
Right.
me up.
Yeah,
Like where
Ooh,
is the universe?
it's everywhere.
I don't. But how?
What is it expanding into? It's creating
Exactly.
itself. It's not expanding into anything.
That doesn't make any sense.
And you want to know what's really mind bendy about it?
What?
You know how nothing can travel faster than the speed of light, right? That is like
Sure.
the speed limit of the universe.
Yeah.
Space can expand faster than the speed of light.
How do we know that though?
Lots and lots of science
That's
and
crazy.
math.
I don't
It's
understand.
math. It's mostly math.
I don't like math. Math scares me.
Yeah, no, it's this is this movie that makes you think. It's not just like freaking martial arts kung fu action, right?
So that would have been cool too.
I mean, yeah, it is cool too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we're like 26 minutes in and we've had one action scene, right? And it's just
Y'all,
grabs you by the
pick
hooks.
it up already.
No, it grabs you by the hooks, my guy. Right?
Anyway, we get pills.
One more time with the Alice reference though.
Down the
Morpheus
rabbit hole.
tells Neo that I bet you kind of feel like Alice right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? Staring down the rabbit hole, wondering how deep it goes, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing,
Yeah.
right? And so Morpheus kind of explains what the Matrix is to Neo. And then yes, your famed, the memed to death,
Blue pill,
The-
red pill.
the misappropriated red
Red
pill,
pill, yeah.
blue pill.
You can
scene.
say I'm a little red pilled,
Huh?
you know, because I'm woke.
But no.
I know that's not how people use it these days, but I'm using it how it should be used.
You use it in its intended usage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called,
People-
I'm turning it on its head. Subverting your expectations.
Sure.
Mhm. I know what I'm talking about. We've covered that already.
Some expectations can't be subverted, Kellen.
I don't think that's right. I'm going to subvert those expectations.
Case in point, the swastika. I rest my case.
I mean, you can still make it funny. Jojo Rabbit did it.
This is true, they did.
It's a
But
good movie.
do you think you could use it as its original intention, meaning as a white dude? You
As
think
a
that would
white
be
dude,
allowed?
of course not.
Not a chance. No chance.
I could if I wanted to get
whatsoever.
beaten up.
Yeah, like that dude at that school who got punched by that other
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
What a Chad.
He is.
Not the
That
punching
dude
guy,
is-
not the guy who got punched.
Yeah, the dude that did the punching. I don't advocate for violence,
But at the
but I
same
will
time,
applaud
like,
it. I will applaud it. Yes.
Eh,
Very well done.
sometimes it's just, you got nowhere else to go, man.
Yeah, even Captain America punches Nazis.
Yeah, the only good Nazi's a dead Nazi.
I mean, I don't advocate for state-sanctioned violence or state-sanctioned killing of humans. But I appreciate the sentiment.
I hear the wink in there. You're just saying that for good PR.
No, I don't. Any state-sanctioned violence is,
Bad.
I think,
it's bad.
The state shouldn't be making decisions on who should live and who should die.
That's true.
That should be my job.
Yes, that's up
Or
to this
Kellen's.
podcast.
Yes, TKAD is the ultimate
We're judge,
decider.
jury, and executioner.
Judge, Judy, and executioner.
Judge, Judy, and executioner. Yes.
Have you seen Hot Fuzz?
Yes. Very
Okay.
good movie.
Yeah,
Very
good
funny.
movie. Another extremely tight script.
That's the movie I go to for like foreshadowing examples. Like you
Oh,
watch
God,
it the
yeah.
first time and you don't see it coming, but then you watch it the second time and it's like, oh,
It's
it
all
was
there.
right in front of you the whole time.
It's all there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another movie to add to the list based on that, which was actually in consideration for this, and you probably know what I'm going to talk about right now.
Grandma's
The
Boy.
Prestige.
Oh.
Not Grandma's Boy. Although that was also in the running. The Prestige and Grandma's Boy. We'd like to keep it consistent here on TKAD.
Yeah. Or as this podcast
not
on Instafm.
Sorry, what was that?
Instafm. INSTSTFM.
This one doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well.
Instantfm. That's what
I've never seen that, said the film student.
Yeah. Instantfm.
Yeah. Anyway, Neo gets the blue pill or the red pill. Sorry.
Turns out it was just a sugar pill. This was all a placebo. He's the control group.
And then what?
They hook him up to a machine, and the mirror goes weird.
Ooh, another Alice in Wonderland reference.
Whoa! I didn't actually know that.
Through the Looking Glass.
Oh.
It's I believe the second.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the second
book in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
But he sees the mirror go a little bit all weird. He's like, "What the hell's that?" Touches the mirror. And it's kind of ambiguous as to whether this is actually happening or if this is all in Neo's head. But effectively, what's happening is the pill was a tracking device, and it allowed them to it caused him to wake up in the real world, and it allowed them to track where he was. Mm-hmm. And when Neo wakes up in the real world, oh my god,
that is a scene.
Tell me your first reaction, your initial reaction to that scene.
I was like, "Whoa."
Cool. Good reaction.
You asked for my reaction, and I was sitting on my couch, and my eyes widened a little bit, and I was like, "Whoa."
So Neo's ready to take the leap, right? The leap of faith here, and that's what the red pill represents in this moment, right? So he's offered another choice, and this time he chooses to no, even though he knew Morpheus told him that there's no going back. And when he awakes in the real world, oh my goodness. So he wakes into this endless, he wakes in a pod full of red liquid, right?
It's very
connected
gross.
to a whole bunch of tubes. It is very gross. So we're at another sort of section of the body horror element of this film. He escapes from this pod through like this gelatinous sort of sheath, and he's attached to essentially a respirator. Think like a la doctors when they intubate you. So he's he's this like intubation system.
It's like an artificial womb.
Essentially, yeah. He's kept in a womb. And he pulls the intubation system out. A machine comes and unplugs a thing from the back of his head. He's got all these like connection ports in his body, right? He is physically connected to this thing for whatever reason. We don't know yet as the audience. He pulls all that out, and then he gets flushed down the drain, kind of like Ratatouille.
Oh, that's a good there you go.
Or flushed away.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any deep literary analysis there with Ratatouille, Kellen, you can think of? Have you seen Ratatouille?
I have, but it's been a while.
Oh.
It's a good one. It's a good one, though.
It is a good one.
It's very nice.
Maybe we do Ratatouille. No, wait, that doesn't fit in this podcast.
No, I've seen it.
You've seen it. Anyway.
He gets flushed down.
He gets flushed down.
He goes down a long sewer, and it's fun.
He goes down the
water slide.
The sewer, and he gets picked up.
This water slide is a reference to when I was in grade 7, and we went to the water slide park at the end of the school year when all the junior students go to the water slide park. And I went down.
I did the same.
I went down a slide, and the first slide I went down, and I got a concussion.
Oh, how'd that happen?
I hit my head on the slide.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. It was a slide that it had like big bumps on it. So you would go like down and then up a bit, and then down and up a bit, and then down again. And apparently I hit my head. I got to the bottom. I didn't feel anything. And I got to the bottom of the slide, and my head was pounding. My friend was like, "Dude, you hit your head really hard."
Oof. Yeah, we don't go to that water park anymore.
No. I projectile vomited later that day.
Oh, yeah. You definitely had a concussion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I went to the hospital.
Yeah. That's bad.
Yeah.
There's a reason we don't go to that water park anymore. And it's not just because people hit their heads. A lot of other crazy stuff happened there.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Have you ever had that intrusive thought as you're going where like, oh, what if my foot gets caught in one of those like seams and it like pulls my toes off?
Yeah.
That happened to somebody.
Gross.
Yeah. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Anyway, Neo has a really good water slide.
Whee!
He does. He
didn't have the proper form though, so
no. But he did his best impression of drunk uncle at water park.
Yeah.
Right. Insofar as when he gets dumped into the catching pond, he doesn't know how to swim because his muscles aren't working. Not because he's drunk, but because he's never used them before. He was just reborn.
He was born.
Now, did you catch any sort of symbolism in the scene, Kellen?
Is it coming out of the vagina?
Ha. Yes. What else?
There's a lot of liquid that comes out with it.
When he's picked up by the ship, it's kind of like an alien abduction, kind of, but not really.
Oh.
But the way he's picked up and the way he's going up into the ship, anything?
Oh, it's
Anyone?
like that.
Anyone?
It's like the end of Catching
Bueller?
Fire when
Bueller?
Katniss gets lifted into the spaceship.
I mean, it's a pretty common trope, but he's lifted up kind of like you would expect somebody being lifted up in like kind of like a rapture scenario. He's being lifted up like God would have lifted up Jesus
Sure.
after his crucifixion.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the beginning of his rebirth and the end of Act 1. Oh, 1 hour and 5 minutes of recording, and we are 1/3.
Good
through
lord,
the
we
film.
gotta pick it up.
I'm sorry.
Well, as more
Okay,
action
it's like-
scenes come, it'll go faster too.
This is true. This is very true. We don't have to dissect the action scenes.
Okay, so at the end of the act, we can talk a little about some things that are important to this story that haven't really come up yet. One of the big things is names. We've been introduced to a few people by name right at this point. We've been introduced to Neo, obviously, Morpheus, and Trinity. Those are the big three characters that we know the names of. In the next act, we'll learn the names of the rest. But right now, we have Neo, Morpheus, and Trinity. Neo, I feel like, is obvious, Colin. Did you make any connections with the name Neo?
He's new.
He's new. Okay,
A
yeah,
new
so
guy.
Neo means new. What else?
I don't know. They use
Anything
that
else?
word in Neo Bowser City in Mario Kart 7.
So that's how you know what the word Neo means?
And I
love
don't
it.
like that track. It's a bad track.
So the word Neo is it means kind of new, right?
Yeah.
It's also an anagram
Neat.
of
Exemplary organs. That's what it is.
what?
It's
What?
it's the organ trafficker's creed. They open you up and they're like, neat, exemplary organs.
I don't
And then they put your
follow.
kidney in a cooler.
What does that got to do with anagrams?
Oh, anagrams. I
What did you
thought
think I
you said acronyms.
Oh,
It also means
no.
one. It's an anagram of one.
Yes, it's an anagram of one. Right? I mean, this is a little on the nose, Neo, right? But his
Yeah.
actual, not his actual name, but like his legal name, Thomas Anderson. Okay? Now, biblically, and I know you love biblical references
Give me that Bible,
on
baby.
TKAD. Thomas the Apostle. Do you remember anything about Thomas the Apostle growing up in a Christian
Absolutely not.
household? Doubting Thomas?
Nope.
He was the one that when Jesus was resurrected, he needed to, like, literally, he put his finger in the wound that the spear tip left on Jesus' side, right? Because he
Wouldn't we all?
doubted that Jesus was actually resurrected. He needed physical proof of the resurrection.
I would put my
And-
finger through his hand.
Through the hole,
Yeah.
like that scene in Community
Yeah.
where he drops the olive through it.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I'd probably put my finger through his hole too.
Yeah.
Would it be the hand hole? though?
Not specifying which one though.
Whoa. So Thomas in Aramaic also means twin. So Neo lives a double life, right? Agent Smith alluded to that, like specifically called him out. He's like, you're
You have to
leading
choose.
a double life,
Yeah.
one life. I can't remember the thing, but
You have two
Only one-
wolves inside of you. One is a wolf. The other is a wolf.
which wolf?
Mhm.
But Neo doubts the reality that he is perceiving. He requires evidence that there's something more out there. You know, his
Yeah.
last name, Anderson, which is Scandinavian. Any name that ends with son is likely to be Scandinavian in origin. But it's Anders' son, right? Anders' son. Ander is derived, its derivation is Andrew, which is Greek Andreas, which means man. So symbolically, son
He's
of
twin
man,
man.
right? Twin man.
Two men.
Um,
He's two men.
Two men. He is two men, and he's the son of man, and he's the doubting son of man. So his
Now
name
we
is essentially translates to doubting son of man, right? And Neo is the new one.
We just need one half man and we got ourselves a hit sitcom.
Heyo.
Now,
men,
Morpheus. Morpheus. Do you know anything about Greek mythology?
That's only from what's in the first Percy Jackson movie,
Oh,
and then a
I
little
mean,
bit
that's,
more. But
that's pretty good.
that's where I get.
That's
That's
pretty
where I
good.
got most of it as a kid.
Not Disney's Hercules.
No, I have not seen
You
that.
never watched that?
No.
Not the Almighty Johnsons, which is a New Zealand film or
Sounds
TV
like
series.
sounds like a porn.
Oh, actually, sorry, that's Norse mythology, not Greek.
Still sounds
My
like a
bad.
porn.
The Almighty Johnson. It kind of does, yeah. the turgid Johnsons.
The stiff Johnsons.
Graham will appreciate that joke.
There. Okay. I'm sorry. Tangent. Don't ask me how I know this, but I learned of a porno called Meme Lover, where
What?
where the guy, his parents both wear Bane masks and speak in a Bane voice, and they're trying to get their son to put on the mask because nobody cared about who they were before they put on the mask. This was in like the heyday.
Who I was.
This was in the
Before I put
heyday
on
of
the
Bane
mask.
posting. But the funniest part is that anybody who's wearing the Bane mask is voiced by the same guy
Amazing.
with no difference in the voice. It's so fucking funny.
You merely adopted.
Oh, where was I going with that? There was gonna be something good there.
I don't know. It's the best jokes are when you have to stop halfway through and think.
I know. I was getting there.
See, I cut these out, so you
I
never
know.
hear
We're
me
gonna get
do
there.
that.
We're gonna get there. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm all figured out. I'm not gonna figure it out. Anyway, Morpheus in Greek mythology. Morpheus is the god of dreams.
Oh, there you go.
Morpheus shapes the dreams and he delivers messages from the gods to people through their dreams.
That makes sense.
So in the film, Morpheus awakens people from the dream of the Matrix. He guides Neo through the dreamlike unreality of the Matrix. It's a little ironic in the sense that the dream god is the one that's waking people up,
Mhm.
but he's the shaper of dreams, right? He's the shaper of he guides people to their quote unquote destiny.
Yeah.
And remember when I said Neo's like wakes up a lot,
Mhm.
right? And that's an allusion to the dreamlike state that Neo kind of lives
Mm.
within. Trinity. You must be familiar with the term Trinity.
Yeah, it means 3, and it's because she had third building in the movie.
Yes. That's why they named her Trinity, because
Yep.
she was going to be third build.
Yep. See, I know what I'm talking about.
You do know what you're talking about. This is
I
very
put
true.
that degree to use.
I think our mother might be a little bit disappointed in you in not remembering much from your confirmation and upbringing.
You think I paid attention to any of that?
I mean, I left it like you did, but I still paid attention.
You don't know me, apparently.
I guess not. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity.
Oh, that Trinity? Okay. I
that
gotcha.
Trinity. Yes. Right? The believing, okay?
Yes.
Taking a leap of faith. She's the one that convinces him to take the leap of faith, right? She
Yeah.
believes in who he is, right? And there's going to be a little bit more coming later about her in fulfilling any sort of prophecy.
Mhm.
But are there any questions that you had about the first act before we move on to the second? Was there anything
No,
that...
it seemed pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Made a lot of sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wasn't confusing at all.
Not one bit?
No.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's keep going.
Okay, so Neo wakes up in the real world. He goes through a metamorphosis of sorts, right? He hasn't used his muscles, he hasn't used his eyes, so they have to rebuild his body.
Bigger,
essentially.
faster, stronger.
Like the Olympics slogan.
That's the Olympics. Bigger, faster, stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they ripped it off at Daft Punk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite slogan from this year's Olympics is "I didn't fucking touch it."
Didn't fucking touch it, bud. Don't chirp.
We let the Albertans do their own thing. We don't talk about them.
One of them's a newfie.
Yeah, but the guy who didn't fucking touch it was
Yes,
Albertan. I'm pretty sure.
Mark Kennedy is I think he's Albertan. I think he played for Kevin Martin too. So he's
Yeah.
from Alberta. I didn't fucking touch it,
I
bud.
didn't fucking touch it. Fuck off, Oscar.
Stop chirping. That's such a Canadian phrase.
Why is there so much
Chirp.
curling drama this year? It's crazy.
That's wild. So yeah, he gets reborn, as it were, in the real world. So what did you think of the real world initially?
It's a little fucked up. And also in the
Kinda.
movie, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, topical. So we wake up on Morpheus' ship, the Nebuchadnezzar.
Did we ever
That's-
hear that in the movie? That
He
name?
does. Yeah, no, he explains
did
it.
not-
He
I did not
explains
remember
the Nebuchadnezzar, which is the name of his ship. And so, since obviously it didn't click with you, Nebuchadnezzar is the name of a Babylonian king who is obsessed with dreams. So another historical sort of reference there. And we meet the rest of the crew. We've got Switch, Apoc, Mouse, Tank, Dozer, and Cypher. What did you think of the rest of the crew?
They're fine. I mean, one of them is a pretty bad guy, but the rest
Did
of
you
them
have
are
any
fine. I like
Sense of
Tank.
it at that time? Tank was cool.
Tank's cool. No,
Yeah.
I didn't think of it until
He's
the
not in
scene
the
where.
second one, unfortunately.
Well, I'm pretty sure he died.
Tank? Dozer.
No,
died.
not Tank. Oh, I thought we were talking about the bad guy.
Cypher.
Yeah, Cypher. Tank's not in the second one. That's lame.
No, he's not. He wanted too much money.
Pfft. Greedy
Contract
bastard.
negotiations went sour.
Hollywood.
So they hired Harold Perrineau instead, which I think is an upgrade.
Is he playing the same
Yeah.
character, or is it a different character?
No, it's his cousin, I think. His name is Link. Hey.
Yeah.
They're very on the nose with the names because
Yeah,
he plays
apparently.
the same role, right? Where he links the people with their like Matrix avatars, right?
Yeah.
Cypher. What do you know about that word, Cypher?
It's a cyber word.
It's a cyber word.
Yeah.
This is true. It is a cyber word. It's also like a cryptography word, right? A cipher is an algorithm for performing encryption or decryption. A cipher is also
It's like a translator. What's it called? A decoder kind of thing.
yeah, but it's also kind of like
And he's the one that's going through the code.
he is going through the code.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's also kind of like an empty shell, meaning like it's something that can be filled with anything. It's a zero figure, right? It doesn't fit, right?
Sure.
So anybody that was like familiar with programming when they saw the Matrix for the first time, they're like, "Oh, that guy's a bad guy," just based on his name. Fun fact about Switch, which is the other female, the other woman in the movie.
Mhm. I think I read what you're about to say.
I don't know if they would go by woman because they definitely present as like non-binary. But the reason their character's name is Switch is that they were actually going to gender swap, going in and out of the Matrix.
Which that would have been cool.
That would have been kind of cool, but they didn't end up pulling the trigger on that, unfortunately. And then we've got APOC. Oh, it's an abbreviation for apocalypse. Yeah.
And then there's
so
Mouse, who's
a little bit of foreshadowing. Mouse is
He's-
just Mouse.
he's
just a
small.
small dude.
Small man.
highly energetic.
he's just a
Right.
little guy.
Just a little guy. He's just a little guy.
I hope nothing bad happens to him.
Me too. I really want to see him in the sequel.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
really excited for that.
Yeah. And so once Neo sort of recuperates, they jack him in. Not off, in.
They let him know. It's not 1999. It's a couple hundred years, maybe. We don't actually know.
So they don't know the exact date. Morpheus says it's closer to 2199, but they don't know what the exact year is. Another 69 when they go up on the ship's sort of naming plaque, Nebuchadnezzar, made in the USA, 2069.
Hey. Nice. Oh, yes, I see it
exactly.
now. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So they jack him into just like a loading program. It's called the construct, right? They call it the construct. Where they can it's just kind of like a subroutine, right? Where they'll sit while they load up everything else that they want to load up. So now
It's the
we're jacking into
metaverse.
the Matrix. They are taking the physical connections inside of the people's body in the real world, and they're sort of uploading their consciousness into the computer, into
It's
the
the
Matrix.
metaverse.
What do you mean?
The metaverse. It's Zuck's thing.
Oh, because he's a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. That one went over your head. The
A
audience
little
will get
bit.
it.
I
They're
didn't. I didn't. I
sophisticated.
didn't pay attention to the metaverse. All I know is that it was a massive failure.
Yeah.
Would you like to recap me what you remember from this scene where Morpheus is explaining to Neo what's going on?
AI took over, and they realized that humans are the best source of energy, so they started growing them. And then there's shots of like a baby all wired up, and it made me sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that part is a little bit sad. I didn't like that either.
So-
More or less, right?
Yeah.
So basically the gist is humanity turned on an AI, right?
Which again, poignant to today.
Yep, exactly. And for all of the people that know more about AI than me, don't at me in the comments for this. But my general sense of it is they turned on a general AI. Do you know the difference between general AI and not general AIs?
Yeah, general AI theoretically is just gonna know everything, literally.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
basically just like a like fully artificial intelligence.
It's
a la-
exactly what we should not be doing.
Probably, maybe, I don't know, but like all of the AI that we use nowadays is very specific AI. It is programmed for one function or maybe a few functions only. But in the movie, humanity turned on a general AI, right? And then a war started. They don't really get into the specifics of it all. But it ended up becoming a war against humans and the machines that the general AI was creating.
Mm-hmm.
And the humans, in their infinite wisdom, figured that, oh, well, the machines use solar power to power themselves. If we just cause a nuclear winter and completely block out the sun, that will stop the machines, right? Do you see any downsides to that?
It's almost like that's a bad thing.
I mean, that can't possibly have any ramifications on humans that live on this
No.
planet, can it?
No. It's almost like
Not at
we
all.
don't need sunlight to make the world go round.
Do you remember when you were in grade 7 and you learned about the cycle of
The water cycle.
Well, there's the water cycle, yes, but just the cycle of life. What did it all start with, Kellen? Do you remember?
The Big Bang.
A little bit later. Let's fast forward maybe
The smaller bang.
7 billion years. Let's just
Dinosaurs.
fast forward 7. Too far. Got to back up a little bit more now.
Tadpoles.
Even more. Go back maybe another 200 million years.
LJ.
Okay, what did they need?
Dominoes.
It all comes back to pizza.
Comes back to pizza.
Pizza is the life force.
They
It
needed
must be.
They needed sunlight.
They needed the sun. Yes.
Yes.
Humans are morons. And that's what we can take from this film. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
All done.
Well, I took that from real
And now
life,
it's over.
so I don't need a film to tell me that.
This is true. Obviously, that was a stupid ass decision.
Mm-hmm.
And the machines found a way around it. Now, in the film, they explain it as saying that they use humans as quote unquote batteries. Okay, their heat energy.
And they don't
Now-
show the Duracell logo.
They don't show the Duracell logo. Did you hear earlier in the car, Switch refers to Neo as Copper Top?
Yeah.
That's because anybody that's still plugged into the Matrix is a battery.
Oh my god. Look at that.
No, initially it actually wasn't supposed to be. They weren't supposed to be batteries because according to the laws of thermodynamics, that's stupid.
I mean, it's a good analogy
Right.
for the layman.
You tell me if this would make more sense to you, or if not more sense, but if this makes sense to you. Okay. I don't know how they would have like explained it lore wise, but the initial draft of the script was instead of the machines needing humans as batteries for power production, they were utilizing the human brain as for processing power.
Oh, it's a chip.
They were using humans as biological microchips.
That's cool. That would have been cool too.
I think that's cooler, honestly.
How much
right?
RAM
I
does a
think-
human
and-
have?
Exactly. I mean, you can't just download more RAM,
No.
right?
Well, you can if you click the ads on the side of the website.
Oh, I've been doing that wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should click that ad the next time I see
Yeah,
it.
I did it, and it's well, my computer seems to be running slower, but I got more RAM. It looks
Oh,
like, I think it says I got
oh,
more RAM.
cool.
So
Oh, okay. Well, it must have worked then.
yeah,
You should check that out just to see what's going on.
I should maybe later.
Yeah. But anyway, that was the initial draft, but the studio made them change it because they're like, the people won't understand that. The audience isn't going to make sense of that. Because that's the thing in this movie that the audience isn't going to make sense of.
Everything else just makes complete sense. Everything
Absolutely.
else
Perfect.
is just really straightforward and surface level.
So anyway, the machines are basically harvesting humans in the movie for their bioelectricity in order to heat and power the
Them.
yeah, and their
Insatiable bloodthirst.
infrastructure.
There you go.
That's the word.
You got there.
I did get there. And so, yeah, Morpheus introduces Neo to the real world. I'd like to take a pause right now and talk about the allegory of Plato's cave.
Oh God.
Have you heard of this at all?
No. I know
Okay,
Plato's
so the
closet.
What's Plato's closet?
It's a clothing store.
Oh, is that like a higher end secondhand one? Am I thinking of the
I'm
right
not
thing?
sure. Probably, maybe.
Oh, I wonder. They probably didn't take the name.
Buys
from
and sells
the
teen
cave.
clothes and accessories. Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you know anything about Plato's allegory of the cave?
I do not.
Okay, so it's from Plato's kind of. I've said this word seminal already here, but his seminal work called The Republic. Have you ever heard Republic of that?
Nope.
Okay. It's a Socratic dialogue authored by Plato. So it's basically just a documentation of conversations. Anyway, one of the portions of this book is the allegory of the cave. And the allegory of the cave kind of goes like this, and this is kind of like the Spark Notes version. There's a few people who are imprisoned in a cave, and they're chained up in such a way that they can only see kind of a wall in front of them. What they don't know is that there's a fire behind them, and people walk in front of that fire, and all they see in front of them are shadows, right? And so to them, that's their reality. Their reality is just shadows on a wall in front of you. Until one day, one of them turns around, and he sees that there's fire, and he realizes, oh, there's more to this world than what was in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets up, and he manages to escape. And he leaves the cave. And not only is there fire, but he goes outside to this wonderful new world, this sort of utopia, this heaven, right? There's a sun. There's a breeze. Like it's a really nice world. And the question is, what is he supposed to do with this information? Non-joke answers aside, what is this guy supposed to do with this information, Kellen? What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, he's chained up with other people in the cave. I don't know if I was clear about that.
Yeah. But then he went outside.
Right. So
he's
what is
not
his
chained
response?
up anymore.
He's no longer chained up. What is his responsibility now that he has this information? Does he have a responsibility now that he has this information?
Go get the other guys.
Okay,
Be like, guys, there's stuff out here.
Okay. So when a person has the information that the world is not what it seems, right? What we see is not the full reality.
Mm-hmm.
You think that people should have the responsibility to go and inform everybody else of this, right?
Sure.
Okay, but what if they're not ready to hear that? What if
it sucks to
they're
be
happy with their reality, right?
Well, sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck. This is kind of one of the quintessential questions that the Matrix is asking.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's some differences, right? The real world in the Matrix isn't a heaven-like utopia. It's a complete, utter dystopia. It's incredibly harsh, but it still begs the question, right? Is it better to live in an illusion or to be freed from that illusion, regardless of whether that sacrifice of that illusion might bring, right? Is it better to live in the real versus the fake, regardless of whether the real is quote unquote better?
It's a great question, and it's a good thing that it's philosophy and thus has never been answered.
And thus has never been what? Sorry?
Answered. No one's done it.
Now, anybody listening to this that is
God bless you,
I
by
don't-
the way. An hour and a half in.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm assuming in the edit it won't be quite an hour and a half, but anybody listening to it that is more of a student or knows more about philosophy, it's not like a hobby for me. I have a mild interest.
We don't know
in it.
shit, is what he's saying.
I don't know a lot. I'm just saying that. So Graham's friend, you know who you are. I don't want to hear you saying, you got that all wrong. The point stands.
Yes, sure.
Anywho,
Where were we in the film?
Morpheus tells Neo that he can train now.
Mhm.
The Matrix, they don't just use the Matrix, the construct for things. Well, Neo actually has a very visceral reaction to learning all this, right?
He doesn't. You don't believe it.
He unplugs it. He doesn't believe it. He throws up. Like he has a bodily reaction to this information. And Morpheus explains to him that he must apologize because normally they don't unplug people this old because it's hard for them to adjust.
It's like how
reality.
you should get your wisdom teeth out at a younger age because the older you get, the harder it is.
Or chicken pox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the same
or
thing.
Yeah. Or Jedi Knights.
Sure.
Yeah, they don't take them when they're older because it's hard to break them of their material connections.
Damn. Unfortunate.
And that's how they ended up with Darth Vader.
Anyway, so they start loading programs into him, and so they're loading like jiu-jitsu and kung fu, and then also drunken boxing, which I thought was funny.
Oh yeah, drunken boxing. That's a legit martial art form.
Oh really? I thought that was a joke.
Yeah, no, it's real. It's a real martial art form. That wasn't just like
I thought it was
Easter egg.
a funny joke. Haha,
No.
funny joke.
Drunken boxing.
Oh.
It's a Chinese martial arts style that simulates the unstudied and unpredictable movements of an intoxicated person, relying on deception, fluidity, and sudden powerful strikes.
That sounds like the Pastafarianism of martial arts.
Jackie Chan did a whole movie on it with it.
Huh.
The Drunken
Interesting.
Master. Yeah, it's a
Alright,
legit.
I learned
it's a
something
legit,
today.
It's a legit martial art.
I did not know that.
Anyway, yeah, so they load up all these programs, and Neo goes for like 10 hours straight. I think Tank said,
Yeah.
like just downloading all this
He's a
shit.
machine.
Yeah, he's a machine. He says. And so then Morpheus wants to test Neo, and they end up going through a fight. And the fight
it's
scene,
pretty
like,
cool.
we're not gonna dissect it, but it's
pretty cool, though.
sweet. Like there's a whole arc in that scene where it's like, you think that's air you're breathing right now? Or how did you beat me? You're faster. You think
that means
my
anything?
being faster or my strength has anything to do or has any meaning in this place, right? You think that's air you're breathing right now? Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Whoa! It's
Like,
it's
such
the whole,
a cool line.
To take it back to lucid dreaming. It's like the realize that this is fake and you can do what you want.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's cool.
It also comes back to like some ideas like in Zen Buddhism, right? Of the concept of no mind.
Mhm.
So in Japanese, the concept is called mushin or mushin. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. But it just means no mind. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but athletes experience this actually a lot. It's something called, in science we call it's called the flow state.
Mhm.
It's where a person's arousal and attention and ability kind of all not that kind of arousal. It's
when you lock the fuck in.
Yeah, exactly. Modern slang is when you're locked the fuck in.
Yeah.
Right? Where you're not thinking anymore. You're just reacting. You're relying on instinct. Everything seems effortless. It's just, everything is just happening and you're not thinking about what you're doing. You're just doing.
Yeah.
Right? And so in the Matrix, obviously that's taken to the nth level. Whereas if you can just do without thinking about your quote unquote human limitations, right? You can bend those rules of the Matrix. And this is when Neo is really first starting to learn how to bend those rules. He does that sort of flying triple kick. He does
And then gets his ass kicked still.
Yeah, he runs up the wall, does that big ass backflip, and then Morpheus, obviously the master, just like, okay, cool, whatever, and kicks him into the freaking pillar.
Yeah.
Right? And then Neo's like, okay, I'm not gonna give up, right? I just did all this cool stuff. Then what? Neo starts to speed up, right?
Yeah.
He's making progress.
But then he still can't jump a building.
Oh yeah, over the arc of that fight, he starts to believe that he can do. Yeah, and then they load up the jump program, like you said. Morpheus tries to teach him that you can break the rules. The quote unquote laws of physics in the Matrix can be broken if you believe. Like if you fully will yourself to do something in the Matrix, you can do it,
Mhm.
right? But he's still scared, right? He takes the leap of faith, but it doesn't
He
pay
falls.
off,
Womp
right? He
womp.
falls, and they get a little Wile E. Coyote action. But the point of the jump program wasn't to teach him to jump.
Teach him
What
to
did
love.
he learn? No, to love. What did he learn in the jump program? Do you remember?
Oh, no,
That
not in the jump.
yeah, it's the jump program.
Is it? If you die in the Matrix, you die for real.
Yeah, if you die in the Matrix, you die
If
in
you
real
die
life.
in the
'Cause
game, you die in real life.
yeah, if you because they unplug from the Matrix from the jump program, and he's bleeding from the mouth, and he's like, I thought it was just my mind in there. And Morpheus is like, yeah, the body can't exist without the mind. Like if your mind thinks you're dead, you're die.
Dead. Yeah.
Right? You're dead. Right? And so that's when Neo learns that even though you can do all these crazy things in the Matrix, it will still have consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The third training program. Ooh, do you remember the third training program?
No, I don't. Oh, the woman in the red dress.
Yeah, the
Ah,
woman in the red
the
dress, the lady in
hottie.
red.
Wow.
We got distracted.
Bow, wow, 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 wow. Bazinga.
Like Wile E. Coyote again with the eyes.
Yes.
Was that Wile E. Coyote?
Maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
It's fucking Looney Tunes. I don't know.
What does he learn? What does he learn in this program?
I don't know. I don't remember.
That if you get distracted, even for an instant, you die.
Yes.
Right?
I'll tell you what I learned.
What did
Morpheus does not say, "What if I told you?" Like in the meme.
He doesn't say that? I didn't even
No.
know that was a meme, to be honest.
It is one of the old meme templates. It's like it's
Was it?
Morpheus in this scene, because I recognized it from the scene. I was like, that's a meme format, I'm pretty sure. And the
I don't
template
know if
is,
I'm familiar
what
with
if
that
I
one.
told you, and then something else. But he doesn't actually say that.
Because I'm only... Oh, the what if I told you?
Yeah.
Is that this scene?
That's the scene, yeah.
Oh.
He
it is
doesn't
too.
say it.
No, he doesn't. That's true. Because he says, like... And so this is Neo's learning that the agents are extremely dangerous. And anybody that has ever stood their ground against an agent has died. Like, they will kill you.
Yeah.
Right? And then they have the conversation about if Neo is able to fully believe and fully unlock his abilities, he will be able to defeat the agents.
He can
He's like,
dodge
what
bullets.
do you mean? I'll be able to dodge bullets? No, I'm saying you won't have to. Which is a pretty cool line, I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty good.
Morpheus has a lot of really cool lines.
He's a cool
in this movie.
character. He's just a badass.
He really is.
He
I
has
think
aura.
You really like Reloaded. Like he's
Yeah.
even more of a badass in Reloaded. It's so cool. Another neat thing about the scene is every single like quote unquote NPC in this scene is duplicated.
Oh, that makes sense.
They just keep cycling through. So Mouse is the one that created this program, and he just reused assets.
Lazy devs.
Yeah. Except for the lady in red, obviously.
Oh, he put a lot of time into that one.
Yeah, he did. And then we get a scene on the deck of the ship where Neo just approaches Cypher. Cypher's just monitoring the Matrix. Scares the bejesus out of him. Oh, did you catch that?
The bejesus?
The bejesus. Neo like kind of sneaks up on him. He didn't mean to.
Yeah.
But Cypher got scared, like startled, and he's like, "Oh, you scared the bejesus out of me." Neo's Jesus, Kellen.
Oh, wow. Okay, sure.
Kind of funny.
I also missed though that before the scene they do this thing where like this robot thing is coming out and they say that they have this electromagnetic pulse and
Oh,
that'll
right.
come back
Sorry,
later.
I forgot that was now.
that'll come
they
back
will
later.
come back
It's
later.
not important now.
So that robot's called a Sentinel.
There you go.
And it's a hunter seeker.
Yeah.
And it's meant to like destroy the ships.
Yeah.
And their only weapon against them basically is an EMP, electromagnetic.
Yeah. This is just setting up for
pulse.
later. So
Yeah, which shuts everything down.
Yeah.
All electronics. Okay, so anyway, Neo comes and has a conversation with Cypher. Did you notice Cypher was acting a little bit strange in that he turned off like a bunch of the monitors?
Oh, was he watching porn?
No, he wasn't actually. He had the schematic to the hotel up on one of the monitors, like the hotel that they spawn in.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. So he's just watching the code, and then is it the immediate scene next? Oh
Yeah.
no, it's the
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the
There,
next
because he
immediate
talks
scene.
about
yeah.
talks about like, man, if I could go back, would I take the blue pill? Have you ever thought
Yeah.
about that?
Why wouldn't I? Why didn't I just take that damn
Yeah.
blue pill? Like, so he definitely regrets his choice, right?
Yeah.
And then,
And
yeah,
then-
the next immediate scene is him in a meeting with
Eating a steak.
Agent Smith, eating not just a steak,
Well,
a
code.
Chateaubriand, right? This is a scene where like they discuss is it better to live in a blissful ignorance if it is quote unquote more comfortable than living in a harsher reality,
Philosophy.
right? And to Cypher, the answer is yes. Right? If he could do it all again, he would not have taken the red pill.
Yeah.
So much so that he's willing to
Give up Morpheus.
He's willing to betray his crew, give up Morpheus in order to have the chance to go back into the Matrix to plug in. Did you notice what Agent Smith calls him? Because he always calls them by like their legal name, right? This was just a fun little Easter egg.
No, I did not catch it.
So Agent Smith refers to Cypher as Mr. Reagan.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
Cypher says that he wants to come back as somebody important, somebody famous, maybe an actor, maybe the president.
Ronald Reagan, baby!
Yeah. It
Trickle
all
down.
goes back to Reagan.
It's gonna trickle down any day now.
Everything is Reagan's fault, even the Matrix.
Fucking Reagan.
And so yeah, he's gonna sell out the crew.
Yeah. Who's eating slop the next day?
Who is eating just gruel, even though it has all the essential amino acids, everything that the growing body needs. Thanks, Dozer. Doesn't make it any more appetizing. And we get a little exposition of Mouse saying that he could hook Neo up with a meet with the lady in red.
Ooh.
Virtual pimp over here. Now,
but he gets
the lady in
philosophical
red
too.
has sentience. Ooh, now is she an indentured servant?
No, who knows? Philosophy. But he gets philosophical too about like the taste of things. Like, did they?
Yes, exactly.
Do the AIs know what chicken even tastes like? Is that why everything tastes like chicken?
Yeah, and that's a good thought experiment. Like one of the a classic one is we both look at, like, you and I, we're from Canada. We look at the flag of Canada, right? We see white, right? And I imagine everybody will perceive white the same, right? But the other color is red.
Does everybody see every color the same?
Right.
Who knows?
Are the cones in my eye interpreting that color red the same as the cones in your eye?
Is my blue your red? Is your sky green?
Exactly.
We don't know.
Not to that extent, because we all agree that the sky is blue.
Yeah, but is
and the
your
flag of
blue
Canada
my
is red and white?
Do we see blue the same way?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Because we just see the thing and then we define it as that name.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I guess maybe you're right. To that extent, it could theoretically be. Probably not, but small differences in the way that we perceive things. Right? There's no way for us to know if we're perceiving reality the same as another person. And the answer is almost certainly no, we're not, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, and that's just a joke in the movie about it tastes like chicken, right? But it does have pretty big like philosophical considerations.
Yeah. And now we're going back inside, baby.
We going back for like a big time.
Yeah.
Where are we going to eat? Who are we going to go meet?
We're going to go meet the Oracle.
The Oracle. It's just like the Oracle of Delphi. Tell me, Colin.
I know
Have you played Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
No, I know the Oracle.
Have you read or watched Frank Miller's 300?
No, I have not. But I know of the Oracle of Seasons and Ages.
Ooh.
Yes.
Any other oracles in The Legend of Zelda?
Probably. Not that I could tell you right now.
An oracle is just somebody that maybe, we don't know, can predict the future or knows the future, right? Anyway, they're going to go see the Oracle because everybody that gets unplugged goes to see the Oracle, and she tells them something.
It's like a fortune cookie.
Kind of like a fortune cookie. They go to meet the Oracle, and not just the Oracle. Neo meets this little kid. Tell me about the kid.
He's a little bald kid, like Caillou. And he has a spoon. He's bending spoons, but he's like, I'm not actually bending a spoon. The spoon isn't real. You're bending yourself. And Neo's like, dude.
Only try to understand that the spoon isn't there.
Yeah, he's
then
like
you will know
British
that
or
you're
something.
not bending the spoon. You're only bending yourself.
And Neo takes a hit of the joint. He's like, dude,
Yeah,
that's
like,
some good
that's some deep
shit."
shit. The lady referred to them as the potentials.
Mm-hmm.
So all the kids in there were also potential the ones.
But he
I
meets
don't know
the
if you caught that.
Oracle. Yeah, I did. But he meets the Oracle,
Okay.
and it tells us what we've known all along. God is a black woman.
Uh-huh. Yep. Who likes to bake cookies and is a little sassy.
As was media in the 90s.
Yeah. She's got like a plaque above her wall that says "Know Thyself," which is straight from the Oracle of Delphi. The Oracle of Delphi was the oracle in Athens that Socrates went to go and meet. And upon meeting her, she labeled him as the wisest person in the world. And his response was, I can't be the wisest person. I only know that which I do not know. Right.
But
and
that
in doing
makes
so,
you
that makes him
wise.
Right. So it's kind of like one of those, I don't know. I don't know if you want to call it a paradox or not, but I don't think it's a paradox. But the idea is the oracle doesn't predict the future. She doesn't tell you what you want to hear. She tells you what you need to hear.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he goes to the oracle. She asks him what he thinks, right? And he says he's not the one. He doesn't think he's the one, right? And she drops a little hint. I don't know if you caught it. Maybe in your next life, she says. Ooh,
foreshadowing.
But
no, she's like, you ain't it, Chief. You ain't it. You're gonna die. Maybe, or Morpheus is gonna die.
Well,
you
no,
gotta make
you
that
or
choice.
Morpheus.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. She says there will be a choice that you have to make. Because Morpheus believes so fully that Neo is the one that he will sacrifice himself to save Neo. And Neo's gonna have to make a choice of whether he lets Morpheus do that or not. Right? And so she lets Neo know that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And in doing so kind of sets things up, I guess you could say. And she gives him a cookie.
Yes. Very nice. Oh, cookies!
Yeah, there you go.
I gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, it's a little programmer humor there.
He accepted the cookie.
He accepted the cookie. Yes.
He did not manage his preferences.
He didn't manage his preferences. He didn't reject all non-essential cookies.
No.
He took the cookie. And so they have a little conversation about that. Morpheus tells him that he doesn't want to know what the Oracle told him. It's between him and the Oracle. And we get a little bit of foreshadowing, too, about what maybe the Oracle told Trinity a little bit earlier. She begins to kind of maybe tell Neo, but they get interrupted by their arrival at the Oracle. But that will come in important later.
Yeah. So they go back to the hotel. Mouse is gooning to the woman in red.
Mm-hmm. And Cypher's betrayal starts to become full circle. And we see the glitch.
The cat!
The glitch. The
kitty!
cat. Deja vu. So that happens whenever the agents change something in the code. So that's another hint there that the agents aren't just like people like the people in the Matrix are. Like not like Neo and Trinity and Morpheus. They have more control.
They're the devs.
Right? They can do more. Okay. Not quite the devs, but like Morpheus tells Neo earlier that they're sentient programs whose task is to maintain conformity within the Matrix. So they hunt down all the rebels and people that could theoretically or potentially expose the Matrix for what it is. And they passed off on Neo earlier because they're like, he's too old, he can't be the one, right? So they're constantly looking for this person, the one, right? But they have the ability to make changes. And here's like, and then we find out that the change that they make was they blocked off all the windows in the hotel with brick walls. Hence why they needed the floor plan.
Mm-hmm.
Cypher gave it to Agent Smith. And then, heartbreaking scene.
Mouse dies. He gets shot.
He goes out like a badass, though. Fuck those guns.
He does the, like, is it Arnold with the, does it say hello to my little friend when he does that?
No, that's Scarface. It's Al Pacino.
Scarface.
Yeah. Say hello to my little friend. Except he doesn't have a mountain of cocaine.
Yeah. Anyway, he goes out in a bang, but he does go out. He's dead.
He does go out, and I don't think he took anybody with him, unfortunately.
No, it's a bit of a waste.
A little bit, yeah. But the crew tries to escape through the main wet wall, so like the wall where like all the main plumbing goes through.
Mm-hmm.
So it's wider, so allow all the plumbing fixtures, and then Fucking Cypher
Ah, sneezes. What a bastard.
coughs and then
Bitch bastard.
sneezes. He maintains some plausible deniability. What a jerk.
And everyone
then-
gets out except Morpheus. They have
Except for Morpheus. And so Morpheus bursts through the wall to make sure that Trinity and Neo escaped, and Agent Smith captured him. Cypher escapes. He's the first to get out of the Matrix.
Of course.
He calls Tank for an out, and he starts unplugging people back at the ship.
Which is fucked
No.
up. This was like the one thing in the movie
Mhm.
that I was like, yeah, that sucks. That's dumb. Because they never set up that if you're unplugged without coming back, that you die.
Okay, think about it like this, and this is my own thoughts on it. Right? You're right. They don't set it up, but think about it like a game. Okay, so you're playing like a game on your computer, right?
Mhm.
The game isn't running off of the hard drive, as it were, right?
Yeah.
It's dumping files into the RAM, to which the CPU is then communicating, right? Does that make sense?
Sure.
So in this analogy, if we think about humans as the hard drive, like the people that are plugged in to the Matrix, so Neo, Trinity, Switch, APOC, right? They're the hard drive, right? The physical connection takes their consciousness and puts it over to the RAM, to which the Matrix can then communicate with. But if you don't save your file, or if you just unplug your computer, what happens to the files that are in the RAM?
Okay. Yeah. I see
They
what
disappear.
you're saying.
They don't dump back to the hard drive
Yeah.
properly.
I can get that. I
So,
still think there should have
this
been a
is-
little bit of exposition
is-
about that.
Yeah, maybe, but this is that's my interpretation of it. I
Yeah,
think
that makes
it's like
sense.
RAM dumping to nowhere,
That makes sense.
right? So their consciousness isn't able to get back to their body. So their body dies without their mind, and their mind dies without their body, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of my headcanon. I don't know if that's ever explained
Sure.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he unplugs APOC, and then Switch's last words are fucking haunting. Do you remember
Not
them?
like this.
Not like this.
Not like this. And then he
And then
gets
eyes rolled
uncomfortably
back.
close to Trinity, and I don't know
Oh
how
yeah,
they filmed that scene
he is
without her
fucking
breaking.
in love with Trinity, right? And it's also been sort of implied that Morpheus once thought that he was the one, and he wasn't,
Mhm.
right? And so he's got some residual resentment, maybe,
Yeah.
towards that. He's some jealousy towards Neo, and not just that, he might know Trinity's prophecy as well,
Yeah.
right? Trinity may have told him that, because especially if Cypher was originally thought to maybe be the one. So yeah, he's like, some pretty rapey vibes, to put it bluntly,
Yeah, it's
to
creepy.
Morpheus. And then he hops on top of Morpheus as well. And he's just like, he's just letting out all of his anger and resentment about being unplugged, right?
Mhm.
And he's like, it's gonna take some sort of miracle. If Neo is the one, it's gonna take some sort of miracle for him to survive this.
And then there's
Right,
Tank, baby, with the
and
gun.
then there's a fucking miracle. Yeah, Tank didn't quite die. Okay, Cypher dropped the gun right next to Tank. I don't know if you noticed that.
Mhm.
And Tank picks up the gun and shoots Cypher. And so Tank manages to bring back Morpheus and Neo into the ship, but not Morpheus and Neo, Trinity and Neo, the ship, but they can't bring back Morpheus yet because he's not at a jack out point. Hardline's extremely important. So the cellular network isn't as robust, I
Yeah.
suppose.
I was thinking, why can't they just go through the cell phone? Do they not have a good data plan?
I guess not. It's an analog signal. They need
Mm.
they need the digital.
Dang.
Yeah, I imagine. And so they go through this debate about, well, Agent Smith didn't kill Morpheus because Morpheus has the codes to the Zion mainframe, and Agent Smith wants to wipe out humanity forever. And so they're going to interrogate him. Trinity, Neo, and Tank have a conversation about what are they going to do. Well, in order to prevent Morpheus from giving up the codes,
They gotta
they're
go
gonna
back.
have to unplug him. No,
Oh,
they have
yeah,
to unplug
yeah.
him.
They gotta kill him.
Right?
But then Neo's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm going back.
Going back.
Going
We'll
back
save
in.
him. And Act 2.
Oh my god.
So Neo is beginning to go through his, like, I guess, second, not transformation, but like he's beginning to believe a little bit more in his abilities.
Mhm. It's
Right.
like it's the climax of the movie where Neo's like,
It's
no.
like it's the climax of the movie.
I'm
We're
doing it.
heading to the climax. He made another choice. He's not running away.
Oh yeah, it's almost the climax.
Right. We're almost at the climax.
Yeah.
He's gonna go in and he's gonna save Morpheus.
Yeah.
So they load up a shitload of guns into the construct.
So many guns. What is this?
So many
What
guns.
is this? An American Walmart?
Hey-oh. Do you have a license for those firearms, sir?
No.
It's not needed.
This
We
is
don't need it.
America.
I have Second Amendment rights. Thank you very much.
This is Canada. We don't have that
my
shit.
God-given rights
My God-given right.
that are from the Constitution made by men and then changed through an amendment process.
If by God-given you mean by old white men, then yes.
Yes, we do. So he's starting to like self-actualize in this moment, right? It's that sense where like, okay, well, I've got nothing else to lose, right?
Yeah.
I've got nothing to lose, right? I'm gonna go out and I'm not gonna give a shit anymore, right? And so he's starting to gain that awareness, right? That no mind, he's not thinking anymore. And then we end up into a crazy ass sequence in the shootout of this, I don't know, corporate tower.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of this sequence?
It was wild, and a little weird because it's just like,
What?
why is Neo doing cartwheels?
They're dodging the bullets.
It's-
They're just making themselves harder to hit. That's all.
It just looks a little silly. Like the cartwheel looks cool when it's close up, and then we zoom out to see the full cartwheel. I'm like, that looks fucking stupid.
They're just making their movement unpredictable. It's that gun kata.
Yeah.
Do you know what a kata is?
No.
So it's like a form in like martial arts. It's like a rehearsed routine
Mhm.
kind of deal. But it's that whole gun kata aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
Where you're just trying to move unpredictably, I suppose.
Yeah.
Trinity saves Neo. Neo saves Trinity. They're saving each other. They're both fucking badass, right? They kill all of the people working there, which are real people who are plugged into the Matrix,
Yeah.
right?
Which-
And so they're
Is a real oversight on the machine's parts. I feel like they should have made
Yeah.
all law enforcement an agent.
maybe that's too much processing power.
Maybe. But that's like, I feel like they wouldn't lose if they were all
maybe.
agents.
Or maybe that would cause more of a rebellion,
I don't know. But
right?
nobody except for a few people know that they're agents.
Right. But if we see more and more agents, right? Because the agents can inhabit any body, right?
Yeah,
We've
okay,
seen
but what they need to do is give the agents a few more models. Like,
so they don't all just like tall, chiseled white guys
Yeah.
with good jawlines,
Yeah.
with perfect posture.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they do look fly.
I mean, they are all just dripping, right?
Mhm.
Like, and they got, I don't know,
They got style.
they're confident folk.
Yeah.
They're confident folk.
Anyway, they kill all the people on the ground floor and they go into the elevator.
Mhm. Yeah.
And they plant a bomb and they go up.
Yep.
Because Neo's like,
And did
I
you hear-
believe.
Did you hear what he was muttering to himself
Something about
before they went up?
There is no spoon. There is no spoon.
There is no spoon. Yes, he's saying to himself, "There is no spoon. There is no spoon." You have complete control if you're willing to take it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then we get
Kaboom.
Hugo Weaving in all his glory, just chewing the scenery here in this exposition dump to Morpheus. What did you think of this?
It was pretty cool.
It was I think it's one of the best like the villain soliloquy.
Yeah.
Right? This is one of the best ones. It has to be, right? The way he's interacting with Morpheus, he's like, humans are a disease. You are a virus.
It would actually be
It's
a
like, yep,
monologue
that makes sense.
because a soliloquy is
That's
speaking
what I
of
meant.
thoughts
You're right.
aloud.
Thank you.
So there you go.
You're right. You are correct. I'm sorry. That was the word I was looking for.
You got me on metaphor earlier. I got you on soliloquy.
Mm-hmm.
Full circle, baby.
I concede. Anyway,
That's what we
for
call
the monologue,
foreshadowing.
this has got to be one of the best ones. Right?
It's pretty good.
Humans are a virus. You are a disease that must be eradicated. I mean, there is some logical leaps in it, but whatever. We're not going to dissect that. And just the way like he interacts with Morpheus, and when he's interrupted by the other agents, he's just like, looks like he got caught watching a porn or something. It's like, I'm not supposed to be doing this.
Pulls his collarbone. Wow.
And then we got the scene on the roof.
Bullet
The scene
time.
on the roof.
It's the
Bullet
dodge.
time, baby. This is a practical effect as well. So what they did for these effects is they set up a bunch of still cameras, like a lot of still cameras around the actor. So instead of moving the camera, they took pictures, just like a camera would, right? And then they stitched all of those together. So it's a dude on wire work being filmed,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Neo, in this concept of no mind, right, is able to dodge the bullets, although not as effectively as the agent just did, right?
Yeah.
But he's starting to believe.
And then Trinity comes in with the best line because Smith
Yeah.
is holding the gun to Neo.
Oh, it's
And
not
then-
Smith. It's one of the other
Is
agents.
it? I thought it was Smith.
They're not all Agent Smith. Not all white guys look the same.
I know. I knew there were multiple, but I thought this was also Smith.
No.
Maybe not. Oh,
It's
yeah.
one of the other guys. Smith is down with Morpheus.
Anyway, he's holding the gun to Neo, and then Trinity points the gun at his head and is like, "Dodge this!" Boom! And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, cinema,
But
baby!"
then before he actually dies, he bamfs out of that poor pilot,
Mhm.
whose name is Kim. I'm looking at his last name is Kim. Poor Kim.
Oh,
But then she
fly high,
downloads
King.
the ability to fly a helicopter,
So
which
funny.
is so cool. Man, if the turd guy who owns those companies in the
Musk?
States, I don't want to say his name.
Oh,
Anyway, if Neuralink ever becomes a thing and we can just like download the ability to do
that'd
something,
be so cool.
man, I wonder what the consequences of that are going to be.
They're gonna be
though.
terrible. They're gonna be so bad.
Nobody's gonna if everybody's good at everything, nobody's good at anything,
So
right?
The Incredibles taught us.
Yeah, exactly. If everybody's super,
No one
nobody
is.
is. But I mean, I guess the only people that will be able to do that are the ones with a lot of money.
Billionaires, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously they're just objectively better than everybody else.
It'll
so they should
trickle
be
down
able
one of
to.
these days.
One of these days. And yeah, they bust with a really cool scene with the
Gun, the big gun,
the minigun and the sprinkler system going off. They manage to rescue Morpheus. They do a little flight escape. And this is the moment where Morpheus sees Neo and is like, yes, I was right.
Here's
He's
the one.
Because Neo is acting in a manner that is just like, yeah, he is locked the fuck in. Like, Neo jumps from the helicopter because he realizes Morpheus isn't going to make the jump. They meet in midair. He's hanging on to him as they go. He drops him down on a platform. The helicopter's going down because one of the agents shot at it. And because he's still attached to the helicopter, Trinity goes and shoots off the cord, grabs it. And Neo's like, yes, I know what's happening, and catches her. And it's just like, it's such a cool sequence.
Mm-hmm.
And just as a bit of an aside, in this entire sequence, for the lobby shootout scene, if they had to do a reshoot, it took 10 hours for them to reset the set. And Carrie-Anne Moss, the actress who played Trinity, she was suffering from a twisted ankle or a sprained ankle during that. So she was so concerned about not being able to like do that wall cartwheel or whatever that she
Mhm.
does. Because yeah, if they mess up, like that scene took a week to shoot.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then another piece of little trivia is when after Neo like catches her on the line and she like swings into the window and it like breaks in like that circular pattern.
Yeah.
Apparently the Wachowskis did like months of research to find a particular I don't know what the term is, but a particular type of glass. You know how like we have different alloys of metal
Sure.
with different like additives
Yeah.
and whatnot. Similar thing, but for glass.
Mhm.
To find one that would break in that radial pattern specifically, so that it would fit their vision.
Hmm. That's a lot of work. I'm good.
That is a lot of work.
So
And
they're reunited.
The gang, they're reunited. The three of them, they escape. They go down to the subway station because it's the nearest hard line to get out. Agent Smith is able to intercept the signal. Morpheus is able to get out. Trinity and Neo have a nice long conversation while
Yeah, this was not the
phone is
time,
ringing.
Trinity. You could have done that in the
we need to
ship.
expedite this process a little
Jesus.
bit.
It's this kind of stuff in
but
movies that bothers me. It's like, you could do that in a minute. Come on. You are in danger.
But then there's like an unhoused guy down at the subway in the bottom of the subway station, who Smith takes over the body and shoots at Trinity, who manages to escape, but the bullet hits the receiver, and so Neo is not able to get out. So Neo has a choice to make.
Should
the
I
choices,
stay
Kellen.
or
What are the
should I go?
choices? Like the Clash said, should I
Exactly.
stay or should I go? At first, he thinks about running, but then he's like, you know what? Fuck
Now
it.
I'm gonna fight.
I'm gonna fight.
Kill this guy, even though he's not a guy.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Even though he's not a guy, he's a computer program. So when Agent Smith was fighting Morpheus, like in the hotel, did you ever get the sense that Morpheus was going to win that fight?
Smith was fighting Morpheus in the hotel.
In the hotel, after Morpheus bursts through the wall to save Trinity and Neo,
Narratively,
like, the
no.
gang. Well, I mean, even just like watching the fight,
No.
like in the narrative structure of the fight, was there any way that Smith was going to lose?
No.
Just looking
probably
how
not.
they matched up. No, Smith was toying with him, right? He was tanking hits, right? He's just like, this guy's a chump. But in the fight against Neo in the subway, something's different, right? And we actually see Agent Smith get rattled. He gets a little bit scared.
Cracks the knuckles in
Right.
his back and his neck and his pussy and his crack.
Yeah. His what? Gross. Did you notice the Wild West homage here to westerns?
No.
Okay, you've got it up right now?
Yeah.
Just go back to that scene real quick. After he cracks his knuckles.
Yeah. They spin around.
No, like right before that, right before the gun caught up portion of it.
Oh, yeah, the newspapers flying across.
The newspaper,
okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
And the sound design, it's very Western, right? Yeah, and so they go ahead and they're shooting at each other, they're missing. And they fly at each other, another bullet time effect, right?
Now they're both out of bullets.
And they land. They're like, you're out, so are you. They were both counting each other's bullets through the whole thing. And then they get into a fist fight, right? And it's so cool.
It's very good.
This whole fight is such a good fight. They got I can't remember the name of the choreographer off the top of my head, but he did like choreography for Jet Li in Way of the Fist, I believe is what it's called. Fist of Legend. That's what it's called. And so like, we need this guy. Like the Wachowskis were like, we want this choreographer and that's it. Like, we don't want anybody else.
Yeah.
And he was obviously cost a lot, but they managed to get him, and it paid off massively. The fight choreography in this movie is amazing.
Yeah. So they're fighting,
We see
and Neo is getting his ass kicked, kind of. And then,
sort of, kind of, but he gets some real good hits in. Like,
yeah.
Agent Smith has to try.
Yeah.
And this is not something he's used to having to do.
But Agent Smith gets
Right. It's like,
gets the better of him.
what do you think of the bit where like he stands up after and he quote unquote dusts himself off?
It's very funny.
It's so cool. Like, he flexes his muscles and all the dust flies off of him. That's such a sweet bit.
It's so
right.
And then he does the like, come on.
Yeah, he does the same thing that Morpheus did earlier, right? The student is becoming the master.
It's very,
in a sense,
very
right?
fun. But then he still gets
He
his
actually
ass
manages. He still gets his ass kicked, but he still manages to defeat Agent Smith due to Agent Smith's own hubris.
Of course, as it
right?
always goes.
He takes the time to monologue, right? But as agents do before they fully die, they warp into somebody else. Yeah. And Neo's like, all right, well, I can't fight you a second time. So he runs away, which is smart. Where does he run to, Kellen?
Well, we didn't mention the unfortunate man dies by getting hit by a subway car.
Oh, yes. The unfortunate man, the hobo in the train station.
Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate.
Doesn't die by getting hit by a freaking subway train.
So I said a subway car.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said semi.
No. So Neo just runs out to the street, steals a cell phone.
Yeah, steals a cell phone, gets in touch with Tank, and he sends them back to...
Is it the hotel?
The place of places. It's the freaking hotel. The same hotel, okay, that they've been in all the time. Their spawn point, right? Agent Smith was there at the beginning of the movie when Trinity spawned.
Oh my God.
So Trinity, they spawned in room 303. That's why Agent Smith was there. He knew. He remembered. So throughout the whole chase, Smith stops chasing. The other two agents chase. Neo opens the door to room 303, and then
you have you have me on bated breath.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna fill in the blank for me. Smith is there and shoots him in the chest.
No, Neo
is dead.
My boy.
Now, while all this is going on, what's happening in the real world? Do you remember?
Oh, they have the Sentinels. They're coming in, but they're like, we can't go set the AMP off while Neo's still in the Matrix. And Murphy's like, he'll get in time.
The agents sent a squad of 5 Sentinels to the ship because they were able to track their location. They've been in the Matrix for too long, so they were able to track the location of the ship. And so they sent the Sentinels, and they're in the ship. Like, when the hull is breached, and it goes back to them, they're inside. Man, that just hit me with like crazy horror vibes, right?
The
It's
Morpheus is like, no, he
they're
can do
in
it.
s-
He's gonna get in. He's
Yeah.
gonna get back in
But they,
time.
but like you said, you can't hit the EMP because it shuts off their systems and it will effectively kill Neo,
Mhm.
right? And this is the point while the Sentinels are destroying the ship, while Neo is dead or dying because he's been shot 6 times in the chest by a Desert Eagle. Trinity tells Neo her prophecy.
That she's gonna love the one, and she loves him, so he must be the one. And then she kisses the dead man, which was a little weird.
She kisses the dead man, and it.
What the fuck was this?
So, my headcanon. This is my headcanon.
You make out with your hard drive, and suddenly it boots back up.
He can still hear her, right? He's not fully dead yet. So when your heart stops beating, right, your blood still has oxygen, your functions are still going, right? So his brain's still working, right? He hears her. His subconscious hears her, right? And this is the point at which he fully believes, 100% believes.
And so he can do
he is the
anything.
one, and he can do anything. Being shot in the Matrix, nah,
Doesn't mean
I'm not
shit
dead,
anymore.
right? I'm not dead. Like, this is just my consciousness. Can't kill my consciousness. And so he wakes up. And not only does he wake up, because he fully believes, he doesn't see the Matrix anymore. He doesn't see the vision that the Matrix wants him to see.
Yeah, he sees the
He sees
Matrix.
He sees the code of the Matrix.
Yeah.
He doesn't just see the visual output, I guess you could
He
say.
sees the Matrix
He
in its
sees
purest
the Matrix
form.
in its purest form, in the code. And he stops the bullets.
That's fucking cool.
Oh,
This is cool.
so
And he
cool.
grabs a bullet, and he's like,
And grabs a bullet. He's like, oh,
this is cool.
that's
This is
cool.
neat. It's cute.
And drops it. Smith comes at him and he's just like giving him all he's got. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, I
That's
love
cute,
this.
Smith.
He's just so nonchalant about it. Like he's
it's like,
bored.
wow. Yeah. Just punches him and he goes flying. And then he goes into the program of the agent and destroys the program from within.
Like a virus.
Like a virus does. Yes, exactly. He's a virus for the agents,
Mhm.
right? And the other 2 agents just like, oh, shit,
see this
I'm just
shit?
gonna run away. He's like, oh, fuck.
That classic trope.
Yeah.
Love
Like,
it.
oh, well,
Bye.
goodbye. See ya. Yeah, and so he manages to get out. And Trinity professed her love to him, woke him up, the Snow White trope, right?
Yeah.
And then the final monologue at the end where he's vowing to release more people, to show more people that the Matrix is an illusion, that it's not
He's saying it to us.
the reality.
The audience.
Saying it to us, yes. He's saying it to us, the audience, but he's also saying it to the system,
Yeah.
right? He's saying it to the Matrix, to the machines themselves.
And this is where I realized in the film that this was meant to be a series from the start, and the story wasn't ending, and I was very upset.
It was not done. It is not done. But Neo can fly now, so that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
So he's basically Superman.
It's like a lucid dream. That's what I did in my lucid dream. I was like, fuck it, I'm flying.
oh man,
It's cool.
That's what I would do too.
That's what
I would
everyone
do
does.
if I had a lucid dream. Oh.
And then Rage Against the Machine
that's
comes
it.
on.
End of the movie. Yeah, Rage Against the Machine.
It was.
We got Rage Against. The soundtrack is cool too. Rage Against the Machine, Rob Zombie. Like, it's just so badass.
It is.
Marilyn Manson, Deftones, Rammstein, 2 Hostas on it. Like, are you kidding me? It's such a cool soundtrack.
It's very good.
There's so much to talk about this film, but obviously we can't talk about everything. But I want to hear, before I go into any more of like sort of the, I don't know if we want to call it literary analysis or not, but just like anything more about it, what are your overall thoughts now that we've gone through the plot and talked about some of the allegories and the meaning behind some of the stuff in the film?
Yeah, it was all right.
Oh, that's it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It was
Are you
fun.
going to watch Reloaded now?
Probably at some point. No idea when. We'll give it a few years, maybe.
It starts to get a lot more
Esoteric.
well, esoteric. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, it starts to get very esoteric, especially once you start meeting more characters in Reloaded. I actually really like Revolutions. It's considered the weakest one of the franchise. Yeah, maybe, but I really like it. There's still a lot going on. It concludes the hero's journey, right? I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously, but I think it's very good. I think all 3 movies are very good. I'm not in the camp that 2 and 3 don't exist, whereas the original is the only good one.
Mhm.
It's pristine, it's perfect, right? And I had a conversation with Graham about this, and it's probably got to do with the fact that we were quite a bit younger when it came out, and we weren't like older millennials, we were younger millennials, or Gen Xers, where we didn't have like big conversations about what this movie is and where it can go from there, and we weren't quote unquote let down by the sequels. We just saw them for what they were and accepted them, and I quite enjoyed them. So I think if you enjoyed this movie, watch the sequels. I think you will still enjoy them. And it does conclude the story, I think, pretty well.
Note taken. I will do that at some point.
Mhm.
I cannot
Mhm.
I cannot say when.
Right.
But no, this is a good movie.
Okay.
Very good movie. It's like 4 stars.
4 stars out of
5.
Like Roger Ebert, 4? Oh, I thought you were going 4 out of 4. Because I would say 4 out of 4.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's very hard for me to say give you a 5 out of 5.
What would be a 5 out of 5?
Detective
what movie is a 5
Pikachu.
out of 5? Oh. So it's fully subjective.
very
is what you're
subjective,
yes.
What did you think it was?
I don't know. It's like my 5 out of 5s are very different from your 5 out of 5s.
If I watch a movie and I'm just smiling the whole time and I'm having fun, that can be a 5 out of 5.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm with you on that. For
But
sure.
it has to be very specific.
Do you want to talk about some of the more like philosophical things some more, or do you want to call
I
it?
feel like we got it. I feel like we covered it.
I mean, there's so much.
We can't talk about everything. I mean,
No, we can't.
physically we cannot.
Okay, just as a
Give me
list.
2 more that you really like.
Okay, I'll give you 2 more. Okay, so there's obviously there's the biblical stuff like resurrection, Neo's death and rebirth. That's messianic. And if we go back to Trinity being the cause of that resurrection, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, right? She believed in Neo from the beginning. Well, not fully believed. She took some convincing, right? But she becomes Neo's one, right? She is his rock. She is his guide. She becomes his God, just like he is the Jesus, right? Now, that's not literal because obviously they're in a romantic relationship, and I don't think Jesus and God are in a romantic relationship.
Well, they are father and son, so
they
I would
are,
hope not.
but they are themselves at the same time. It's
Mm.
very weird, very incestuous, and obviously Trinity and Neo aren't incestuous. So there's all the biblical stuff, right? Jesus or Neo being an allegory for salvation, redemption, right? There's the discussion about identity, right? Am I who I am because of what society says I should be, or am I who I am because of who I say I should be, right? And in what circumstances am I allowed to be the person who I want to be? Neo didn't become the one because he was for any other reason other than he believed it,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's not the one because he was bestowed power from a higher being. He wasn't the one because of abnormal genetics. He's not the one because he's from another world, a la Superman. He is simply the one in the Matrix because he believes he is, right? And that belief is what allows him to transcend the bounds of normal human interaction within the Matrix, right? So there's that struggle of identity and knowing and moving beyond your limits, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a quote, and I can't remember who it's from right now, but it's like, whether you can or you can't. Or no, wait.
There is no try.
No, there's Yoda. There, do or do not. There is no try, right? That's another analysis of this. But like, there's the whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you are correct,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or you are right, right? Just taking that leap of faith and trying, right? And he was able to do that once he realized he's got nothing left to lose, right? And that calls back to Zen Buddhism, right? Where you let go of your earthly possessions, right? And you become just sort of one with the universe because you have nothing tethering you.
Yeah.
And we see that in a lot of other media. Most recently, to me, that comes to mind is the Legend of Korra. There's a villain in there who is an airbender, and it's always been rumored or prophesied, I guess, that airbenders, if they were able to let go all of their earthly possessions, they would be able to fly, fully take control of their airbending and fly without the use of instruments to help them fly. And one guy does. Like his only earthly possession is the ties to the woman he loves, and she gets killed. And in that moment, he has no longer any more ties tethering him down, and he's able to fly because he believes he can, and there's nothing holding him back. And it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we can end. I can end with that. I mean, like I said, there's
very
so
deep.
much to talk about. Like everybody's you go on YouTube and look for the Matrix analysis. Like this movie's been analyzed to death, and we're not doing this because we're offering anything new. Like I don't think I offered anything. I might have offered a
What do
couple
you mean?
of
We're
new
white guys.
insights.
We have things to say.
Yeah, of course. I have things to say, and my opinion is more relevant than everybody else's because
We are white men.
historical context. Actually, I do think I may have added a couple of new things to the conversation, but
Sure.
nothing of like crazy
Yeah.
importance. I don't think.
You know, if you believe you did, then you did.
Yeah, exactly.
There you
I think the biggest thing for me is rebellion versus conformity, like being able to see reality for what it is
Mhm.
and not being a slave to the illusion, you know.
Yeah. If I had to pinpoint one, I would say choice versus fate.
Yeah, that's another one. Oh, it's such another big one. Determinism versus
Yeah.
free will. And like I've got tattoos on my body
Whoa.
with
TMI.
regard to free will.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know where else I would have tattoos. But like I have tattoos with regard to free will because like I don't believe in free will.
You got them BioShock chains, yeah.
I got them BioShock chains, yo.
I do want to
like,
get
yeah,
a Would
and
You
because-
Kindly at some point. I think that'd be fun.
Oh man, yeah. That would be neat. Like with a plasmid or something.
Yeah. I've always thought it would be cool to have like the plasmid, like on my left arm, the plasmid looking like it's injecting into my skin and then lightning bolts all over my arm.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those. Yeah.
That'd be so
Those
cool.
are cool. But yeah, like I don't believe in free will. And not because of any sort of deterministic
But you chose to believe
the
that
universe
way.
has a plan for me. Yeah, but here's the rub.
You made a choice.
Did I?
You did.
Did I though?
You chose not to decide.
I chose not to decide. I did decide. And I don't believe in free will
chose to
because
decide.
I believe just like the coldness of it is so one of the conversations the Matrix brings up is so everybody that's in the Matrix, right? They're experiencing their reality just through the use of electrical signals. In this case, through cords that the machines are feeding into them, right? That's how they experience their reality. Just electrical signals. But if you think about it, right? How do we experience our reality? Like you and
Yeah,
I,
they talked about that in the movie.
right?
electrical
It's just
signals.
electrical signals. That was part of Mouse's whole thing.
Yeah,
right?
but we're
just all
we're
electrical
deciding
signals.
what the signals are.
Right. Here's
We're
the
turning the
catch, though, okay?
switches.
I'm not done. Okay. So, yes, we can maybe turn the switches, right? But the direction that we turn those switches is a result of our past lived experience, genetic makeup, right? We all have predispositions for something and predilections for things, right? If we come to a crossroads, we all have a direction that we're going to take, okay, regardless of what the decision is in that moment because of everything that has happened to us. We are the sum total of our parts and the sum total of everything that has happened to us. And all of those things guide us in a direction that we maybe feel like we have conscious control over, but I don't think that we do. And that's my non-free will argument.
You know what I think we should do? We
What?
should do an episode, get Graham back on. We should go to a Denny's at 3 a.m. and we just talk about that. And also we ask Graham to answer the question, was math invented or discovered? We do those two at 3 a.m. in a Denny's. And I'll just let you guys talk for
sounds like a
3
good
hours
idea.
and I'll eat waffles.
So we should just meet in the middle. We'll go to a Denny's in a
Somewhere.
nondescript location in Western Canada. um, and just plop a microphone in the middle,
It'll be good. It'll be a good episode.
and maybe.
We'll call that one "White Guys Have Thoughts."
White
That'll
guys
be
have
the
thoughts.
third podcast.
Because we will not be silenced.
Like the media is trying to do.
Do you think anybody takes these
I
comments seriously
really
when we
hope
say
so.
them?
That'd be so funny.
Oh God, I hope not. Jesus Christ, I don't want to turn into an accidental Ben Shapiro.
Okay, but think about it. You would then have the power to turn the incels good. You could use the incels for good.
Into vol cells.
Yeah.
Or vol-ins.
Turn them
There
into
we go.
chads.
Vol-ins. Voluntary incelibates.
Anyway, I think that's good. I think we covered it. I watched The
we
Matrix for
definitely
the first
covered it.
time, and it was a good film.
And you enjoyed
I
it.
did.
Now you can go back to that store and get the sequel,
I can.
and enjoy them
Mm-hmm. All right.
like we all did.
All right. You ain't got stuff to plug. You're not a YouTuber.
I'm not a plugger. No, I don't plug things.
Go to my Twitch, twitch.tv/HydroLeech. I'm playing Hollow Knight. It's really fun. That's all my plug. If you listen to all 2.5 hours of this, God bless you.
It won't be 2.5 hours in the
I
edit.
think it will be.
It'll probably be 2 and a bit.
I think it's going to be about 2.5. I think it's going to be longer than the movie.
Well, I mean, if it is, that makes perfect sense.
I'll bet you,
like I said, there's
I'll
so
bet you
much to
$10
talk about.
that's longer than the movie.
Well, no, because you're in charge of the edits. Absolutely not.
No. Don't think about that way. So you're saying,
I don't trust
I
you.
have the free will to choose how long the episode is?
Your personality and your relationship with me and your, I don't know the psychological the words for it, but like the psychological version of like your id and your ego and all of that will cause you to choose a very specific path forward here. And I'm pretty sure it will be you will make it so that you would win that bet.
I do need money for a stand mixer, so yes, I would.
Exactly. And your desperation.
I'm very desperate for a stand mixer.
Your circumstance. That's another thing. Circumstance. I forgot to add that in.
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any last thoughts?
I don't know. I hope some of this made sense. And thank you for joining us on this special episode of To Kill a
No,
Delibird.
it's Instantfm. Don't forget. This is a
Sorry,
different show. It's
Instantfm.
Instantfm.
I've never seen that, said the film major.
Yes. All right. Next time we'll watch another movie. I don't know what movie it'll be. It'll take Nolan approximately 6 more months to decide. Because that's how long it took. It took literally from before we started the TKAD hiatus to about a month and a half ago is how long it took Nolan to pick a damn movie.
I decided at Christmas time. Thank you
No,
very
you
much.
didn't. You decided.
Yes,
You
I
decided
did.
on.
We were with.
You decided on December 30th.
That's Christmas time.
No, Christmas time is December 25th. That is Christmas.
We had a conversation in person with Graham, and then I decided because the Matrix showed up, and I was like,
No,
"That's
that
the perfect
conversation you were
movie."
leaning towards Grandma's Boy.
I was still.
It was
and
our
then
father's
I
birthday dinner,
re-
which when you chose the
and
Matrix.
then I remembered the Matrix, right? But I mean, it's still Christmas time,
So over under 3 months for the listeners. Get your bets in. How long does it take Nolan to pick another movie? All right,
it depends if Graham's going to be there or
we'll
not.
see.
There's lots of considerations.
I'll tell you one thing. It's not going to be Lord of the Rings.
One day.
Nope. I think it's funny.
One day in the fires of Mount Doom.
Okay, that's it. I'm ending
We will
it.
make
I
you
want
watch
to go eat
Lord
ice
of
cream
the
and then go to bed.
Rings.
Goodbye.